Welcome back, everybody, to another episode of the Black Sheep Perspective, Season 2. I got a lot of pride in saying Season 2 today more than any other day. I've already had about 4 podcasts for Season 2, and this young lady here in front of me, we were talking about it off camera. She was literally one of my first podcasts. I had a couple just before her, but they were fucked up pretty much, bad footage, bad lighting, bad this. I was a rookie. And she was my first real hatching,
Yeah.
the first growth from the seed that I planted in this podcast world. And she also became a great friend and an awesome person in so many different ways. And it's great to have her back. I want everybody to give it up to the beautiful and talented Anna Capozzoli.
What? Let's try that again.
Capozzoli.
Capozzoli. There you go. Don't.
And you did the finger thing again, by the way.
I
Okay,
saw it.
yeah.
I saw it this time. But no, thank you for having me. It's a pleasure.
That Hispanic stuff comes out of me, and when it comes to that Italian, because that's an Italian background.
But that's why you say it angry. Is that like the reason why?
I don't know. I don't know where the accent is at. Like how Spanish they have accents, and I don't know, dude. Like
don't add any accents. Just
No.
say Capozzoli.
Capozzoli.
That's it. Just smooth. Be gentle with it. Don't be angry with it.
Setting
Come
the
on.
mood. You setting the mood early, girl. We're in the middle of the day. You setting the mood.
Oh, let me just.
This girl's been a firecracker, man, and I know she's gonna bring that same energy over here to the podcast. There's a lot that we want to talk about, so many different things that you and I discuss over texts and phone calls and all that. But before we do all that, give us a little update. Since I think when you came to the podcast, and I might lowball you, I think you had, fuck Anna, correct me if I'm wrong, maybe 40, 60,000 followers? What was it, like 60? Not even? Was it 20-something?
It was very low.
I was going to say 20-something, and I felt like I'd be undercutting.
50. I think it was
Under
under
50?
50, I think.
Okay, so you had under 50,000. And now you're up to,
Almost 200.
which I think, I don't know how the numbers things go. If I was in your shoes, I'd be fucking ecstatic. Okay, so I think that is a huge increase
Thank you.
to be doing so within a year, less than a year, if
Less
that.
than a year.
And it shows a whole lot about your grind and your hustle and pretty much your skills and your team and everything that's been put forth into getting you where you're at. So when we last left off, you were gonna compete and it had got rescheduled for something. And then I know that when we touched bases about 4 months back, you were switching gears, or right before COVID, you were switching gears of not doing.
NPC, but WBFO. Oh my God, so many things have happened.
Yeah,
So
see?
many things. Like last time I was here, yes, IG was growing, but it wasn't like my main thing. Remember I told you, like if it grows, I want it to be completely organic because in the future, I want it to become a business. So whatever I do with my social media is strictly work. It's not personal, nothing like that. So, I just put out whatever I wanted to portray to people, which is positivity, like motivation. Like we already have so much shit going on around the world. So I didn't want to put that out there in fitness and yes, being a little sexy. Every bodybuilder out there, when you work hard for your body, you want to show it off. So I try not to show off in a very vulgar way. I try to be classy and tell a little bit more about me.
Okay.
Rather than just like, this is just sexy, Last time I was here, yes, I was prepping for a show. I did 3 shows at that time, right?
Right.
And then, unfortunately, my coach passed.
That's right. And I meant to talk to you about that before off camera, but not that I was trying to avoid it. I forgot about that. You just gave him a shout out. I think his anniversary just passed.
Yes.
Or was it his birthday?
His birthday.
His birthday. That's what it was. Okay.
So when I was prepping for that show, as I was getting closer, that happened. So I was like, let me just stay away from stage. I dropped a lot of weight. I dropped a lot of muscle mass. I went out of the country for a gig that I had for work. I traveled 5 different countries in 1 month.
That was you were somewhere in the Asian countries, right?
I went to Australia,
Ooh.
Maldives, India, China, and Korea.
Wow.
In 1 month.
All within a month?
All in 1 month.
It's a lot of jet lag,
In
but
30
still.
days. It was insane, but it was absolutely amazing. It's a gig that I did with the Zumba. So I did a whole new thing that they had for a music video. And we recorded in every single country, which was amazing.
And you literally had fans in every one.
Everywhere is so cute.
I saw you taking pictures and doing the clips, and they recognize you, and I know that's an awesome feeling,
Awesome.
to have fans across the world.
Yeah, because I never imagined this. Like, it wasn't like a goal of mine. It wasn't like, oh my God, I want to become famous. No, it's still till today. It's not the way I see things. I don't see it as like, oh, you have a big following, you're famous, or no, I'm not famous. Yes, people follow me, but I just want to make an impact. I just want to change somebody's life. I just want to be more motivational. I don't think like, for example, I get messages and like, I can't believe you answer back. And it's like, why wouldn't I? What does that take away from me? Like nothing. Like, who am I? You know, and thank you for the follow. Thank you for that, because that means whatever I'm putting out there is actually motivating and helping others. So.
Well, that also says, I mean, it speaks volumes about you, but what it can also say is say a lot about some of the people out there who do not take that time to respond. Oh, yeah. And these motherfuckers got like 10,000 followers, which I still would be happy as fuck with, but you got 10,000 followers and you act like you can't read my message or respond. Like you're that busy. Like, come on.
It makes me mad because people now with social media and you have a certain amount of following, they think they're above everybody. And that's one thing that I absolutely hate with a passion, because famous people are Leonardo DiCaprio, like J-Lo. I get it. But if you're just famous because you look good, people follow you because you're some sort of motivation or like you just look good, don't act like you're better than everybody. Right. You're not. You know, it's like nobody's better than anybody. We're all the same. We came from different places, but we're all the same. So. Well,
unfortunately, or people can say fortunately, but, of what social media has done for the masses. Yeah. But the definitely the cons versus the pros. One of the biggest cons, and there's several levels to it, is everybody thinks they're now somebody special depending on the likes. And, we were just making fun of it. Now you got OnlyFans, fans only. OnlyFans. Now you got OnlyFans. I mean, there's just...
So OnlyFans has been around for a while. A while. So it was created for basically that. Some people wanted to put content and they wanted to get paid. Good. Same like Patreon. I don't know if you heard of Patreon.
That I have, yeah.
So professionals do it. Like I actually had a course for personal training from California, do it through Patreon, which it was fine. But what I'm noticing is like now people are taking that platform and creating something completely different. So now it's all about, if you want to see me naked, just pay $20 a month. I'm like, wow. Mind blowing.
I don't want to be, I'm never going to be a hypocrite. I'm always going to try my best not to. It doesn't happen. Mm-hmm. Okay. I'm not going to hate on somebody's hustle, their grind, their choice of whatever it is that they do to make money. Mm-hmm. Long as you're not intentionally hurting, physically hurting other people, then do what you fucking do. Not even the crack dealer. Hey man, he's not forcing that shit on you. So if you're gonna sell your body, or do OnlyFans and stuff like that, and hey man, that's your business. But I hope you got a bigger plan than that bullshit, because
No, and I know women. I mean, I have friends and I know girls that make a lot of money. I'm like, hey, good for you. That's your thing. Great. I respect like I said, if you're making money in your own way, good for you. You're hustling, like you said, respect the hustle. But is it for me? Like I've get a lot of messages asked, like, oh, do I have an OnlyFans account? Sorry, it's not my thing. So it's like, no.
I think also if you're somebody who maybe, I don't want to say kink, but you got that little sexual inhibition and you like to show it off. You like to do things. I mean, if that's in you, maybe this is for you, and then you can make some money off of it. But if it's like social media is your bread and butter to give you the confidence that you have and to make you feel like you're a little bit above everybody else, you're gonna fall short real quick. Big time. Yeah, I mean, look at what's going on with TikTok right now. It's being banned.
I was just talking about that. Why? Well, they're saying why? Because Chinese can.
I don't want to make up shit. I try not to watch the news. It's very rare that I watch the news, so I always get updated by Instagram if I care to go into it. But apparently, yeah, because it's Chinese owned and or maybe it might be Japanese. See, that's why I don't want to say the wrong thing. I don't know who it is, but apparently there's just some sideways shit that Trump isn't liking. And he thinks that there's some hidden agenda behind TikTok, and you never know, but whatever. So he's saying he's banning it. But now I just saw earlier, Microsoft is trying to buy TikTok.
No,
I swear to God, I just read it like an hour before you got here.
Wow.
So what does that say? All right, Trump. Well, it's us now. It's American owned. Now you can put it back. Like I don't, it's. Oh, I don't know, man. We're in some weird times, Anna.
I know.
We're in some weird ass times. There's so much,
COVID.
bro. I mean,
So I was in China in November. Supposedly by then, COVID was already in China. Like it was already happening.
yeah.
Come back, I felt fine. Nothing was wrong with me. I mean, everybody says at a certain point we're all gonna get it. Hey, at the end of the day, you just gotta take care of your immune system. Like
Right, there you
people
go.
ask me all the time, "Aren't you scared to be out?" Like, no, I'm not scared. Why should I be scared? I take care of my health, and whatever happens, that's in God's hands. At the end of the day, you can't stop living. And this is the thing. Like we stopped for so long, and you're taking away people's freedom. Like it's a way to control everybody. What do you think is gonna happen when everything opens back up?
Yeah, exactly. I mean, I've had this talk with several people. It is what it is. We're going to continue talking about it. And every time something else stirs up, it's okay to talk about it. It's just don't fucking breathe it. Like that's all you know. But definitely, you know, for instance, I was talking to Caballo, friend of mine, local comedian, awesome dude. Can't wait to have him back on the show. He'll be back on tomorrow, matter of fact. He had posted something about our mayor Jimenez. And it was a compilation of stuff. And it was just basically the mayor was blaming the city, the restaurants in the city for the reason that the spike happened. And that's why he's not allowing restaurants to have in dining. Even with the rules, he's not allowing in dining. Everything is out. I'm fucking mind blown by that. I mean, I went to Flanagan's. Shout out to Flanagan's. I went to Flanagan's with my mom and my niece. We sat outside under a tent, big ass tent. And, you had the same type of seating arrangements if you were inside.
Exactly.
Same type of seating arrangements. No one's obviously wearing a mask. Once you sit down, you're allowed to take it off. And there was a nice little breeze, believe it or not. And this guy behind me, cocksucker, was smoking, okay, and a cigarette. And I fucking despise cigarettes. So I smelt it, and I was like, hey, I was asking my niece, is somebody smoking behind me? She's like, yeah. And I'm like, fuck, man. And I'm downwind. And then it just made me think, none of this makes sense. If that cocksucker coughs right now, he has COVID. I'm downwind the same way I am from the cigarette. Boom, it's gonna hit me. Yep. What's going on here? What are these dumbass decisions? I don't get it. Are they that stupid in the politics, or is there some hidden agenda? Like it's crazy.
I don't get it because I know they're also making money out of saying, "Oh, this person died of COVID." Like, no, not everybody that's dying nowadays is because of COVID. They just happen to say that. Like, I know of somebody that recently passed, like last month, the guy got ran over by an older lady. He was in his motorcycle. He dies. They tested him and they said that's why he died, because of COVID.
Though he died in the motorcycle.
Yeah, exactly.
They had a thing, and I don't want to beat up the COVID topic, but they had this investigation going on where people went to clinics and places to take the COVID test, and it was too long of a wait. But, you went in, you signed in. Oh, that's all you did. You signed in, Joe Schmo, I want to take a COVID test. And you're waiting. And it's like, yo, it's been 30 minutes. How long is it going to be? So it's going to be another 45 minutes. Nah, fuck that. I'm gone. He bounces. Happened to many people. That same individual or whoever else would received in the mail their results for COVID, and they tested positive. They never fucking took the test.
Oh, my God.
You see,
this is all like,
yeah, man. It's just it just gets so deep into the rabbit hole. It's like, dude, how far do you want to entertain that? Let's talk about something else, because it's just mind blowing. I don't know where the hell we're going with it.
No, nowhere.
I don't know what's gonna happen. It's weird. You hear the guru saying this. Hey, we still got a long way to go. Yeah. You hear the conspirators say, hey, just wait till the presidency's over, then it'll calm down about January, February.
Hopefully, we don't waste another year.
But I'm glad to see that you're still making moves and it's not holding you back. I got friends who I can't even see my godchild with my homegirl and my dude, because they're very uptight about that. And, just
people are,
I gotta respect it, but at the same time, it's like,
just respect it and go with it. That's it. I'll see you then.
Tell me really quick about this travel that you did. So what'd you do in Australia, man? I just saw the craziest video yesterday.
What did you see?
No, scary, fucked up shit.
No way.
Yeah.
So I was in Australia. I would say, was it like 2-3 days, probably. Okay. We recorded part of a video, and then we went. Maldives was like a little break, and then India. India was tough. Australia, I thought it was gonna be.
But did you get to do anything outbackish, wildish? Nothing. You didn't fucking slap hands with a kangaroo or nothing.
Oh, I did see kangaroos.
You did?
But it wasn't that exciting. I hate to say this.
Why? Okay, but is it because animals don't do it for you like that, or
No,
it's just a
I thought it was
kangaroo?
gonna be like in the wild, like open. Like I can probably give him a hug or get kicked by it. But no, I didn't.
Nothing.
Nothing. It was not exciting at all.
Where'd you see the kangaroo?
In a zoo. That's the worst
Oh,
part.
that's whack.
Yes, I know. It was terrible.
Well, obviously you were on business, but you know, places
so-
places like everything you just named, you got to give it a week there at the
I
place.
know, but it was like we were in like a
Yeah.
time frame. I saw a what do you say? Koala?
Koala, what is that? Oh, koala?
Koala?
But you got mad at how I said your name. You just murdered a fucking race and turned it into like a Coke. Koala. And you have perfect English. How did that come out?
No.
Koala. It's a koala. Yeah.
Okay, so he was sleeping, so I took a picture. Like, hey, you're sleeping, but I'll take a picture. So it was fine. Australia was good.
And what of the other countries?
So Maldives was amazing.
Where's that at?
That's in the island.
Okay.
Passing like almost close to. I don't want to say this. Like, I don't even know where I live. Why are you asking me where Maldives is?
By the way, guys, for all you guys listening, we started off on a bad foot today. I ended up sending her the wrong address.
Oh my god.
Because I have been sending out my gym address so often lately, and then when I touch bases with Anna, I say, "Hey, what's up? We still good for tomorrow?" Yeah, for sure. I'm going. Send me your address. I had just sent the gym address, so I sent it to her, and sure enough, she hits me up like, "Where the fuck are you? I can't find you. I see warehouses." And oh, damn, my bad.
The drive.
It was only
for
like
this.
it was like 10 minutes away from here. So come on now, 12 and a half.
For me?
12 and a half. You had to eat while you were coming back. You pulled that one off. So.
So, anyways, India was tough. India is tough to look at, to just be around. Even though I love the people.
Why is that?
A lot of energy. Like, I'm very sensitive to energies. When you're not used to seeing the world like that, even though they're completely happy. I wouldn't say everybody's happy, but they live in their own bubble. Like, everything's good. There's a lot of people, like too many people. There's no, like, the roads, like, there's no such a thing as follow the lines. No, everybody's, like, almost, like, touching. So in a car, you're like, oh, my God, I'm going to crash. They don't even use signals. They don't even use lights. Like, it was crazy. I loved it. I think I would want to go back just to see a different side of India. I was there for only one day.
Jeez.
But it's a lot of energy. Like, I was drained. On top of that, I don't look very normal, I guess, over there. So I got a lot of attention, which I'm not used to that much. You know, it's like in my face that I had to walk with people protecting me. It was crazy.
How many Americans do you think you saw within a 20-foot radius on average?
In India?
Yeah.
None.
So right away you're gonna stick out. You're a blonde, you know.
I know. Oh my God. Then we go to China. Australia was like calm. India was like, oh my God, I need bodyguards. China was like, I needed to wear glasses, a scarf, like cover up completely because they would just want to take pictures of me. Like, I would take a selfie.
It's an anomaly.
No, and then I realized, like, oh, no, when you have big eyes, right, it's like a beautiful thing. Like,
Oh, my God.
everybody wants big
Why do
eyes.
I feel like that was so racist? It is not.
No, it's not at all. Like, seriously, my eyes are so big. And growing up, my brother always made fun of me because he's chinito, you know? Like,
Okay.
so then he was like, look at your eyes. They're always popping out, whatever. And that took me back to when my brother used to make fun of me. Because everybody's like, oh, my God. They just, like, made a line. They wanted to take a picture. I'm like, I felt like it was so sweet, but I wasn't, again, I'm not used to that.
Right.
Like, me taking a selfie, and all of a sudden I see, like, a camera in my face. I'm like, when I turn around, the lady, the son, the grandma, I'm like,
oh, man.
wait.
Well, they probably also thought that you were, you know, somebody, some celebrity, somebody special. They might not know it, but they just thought it. I mean,
Please let me know what am I because
I mean, you're a fitness model. You're
Yeah,
a beautiful
we're in
girl.
China.
They don't know that. I doubt it was just because look, round eye. Look at the round eye. It's a how'd you say it? It's a koala. What is it?
koala. That's
Koala.
in Spanish, by the way.
That's the Spanish version, koala.
Koala. Anyways, so China was good. I fell in love with China.
Yeah.
I want to go back. The people were amazing. I mean, everything overall was great, clean. And then I went to Korea. Korea was awesome. I would love to go back to both.
Really?
And I actually want to go back to, I want to go to Japan, Thailand, and Singapore. Like, that's my next big flight. I would love to.
I was talking to Singapore with somebody who was on the podcast a couple of shows ago, and man, those people are hard on fucking rules. Like, do you understand that possession of marijuana is punishable by life?
Yeah.
Holy fuck.
Yeah, no, they're hard.
Like, they're hard. They're hard. Like, I don't even know who
They
does.
have certain rules over there that you can't even mess with them at all.
Yeah,
It's, like, tough.
that's scary. But hey, I mean, that's how they run it over there. You know, there's a lot of money, and I think they're very technologically advanced. I don't know. I want to look into it more.
Oh, they are. They have their own WhatsApp. Like, they don't have the same WhatsApp as we do. They have their own platform. Like, there's this app that has billions of people where you can literally order your car, your personal trainer, the food, everything through there. So it's like massive. I mean, they wanted me to come through and do a seminar, and like, I want to really bad. It's amazing. There's so much to do over there. Amazing. And after that trip, I realized, like, it opens up your eyes with a lot of things, not only culture, not only where you are in life, not only just every day, just you see other points of view and how people live, and they're okay, like, they're happy.
Right.
Happier than what people here stress over, like whipped cream in their coffee type of thing. You know, it's like, so I got back and I was like, wow, this was just like amazing.
You know, kind of right on topic, but not to be a Debbie Downer. Yesterday I was watching this, I won't say documentary, but it's just a docu special, whatever series, and it was world's most dangerous city, the number one world's most dangerous city. You know what they said it was? Or country?
What?
Your country.
I know.
And
We've been number one for
Venezuela, for those who don't know that she's Venezuelan, and I didn't know that.
Yeah.
And again, I tell you, I don't watch it. You know, it's got to be a good Netflix, YouTube documentary, something like that. I try not to watch any other bullshit, you know. And man, it was fucked up, dude. I mean, I didn't know these details. They were showing clips when Chavez was still there.
Oh, yeah.
And they were showing a clip about how he was literally talking shit, like with anger, about no one should get more than 3 minutes to shower.
Oh, it's bad.
Because anything past that, something, the camera's on, and he's just, and I'm like, what?
It's so bad. I mean, it got worse. It's so sad because we didn't have really a middle class. It was like up class and lower class. And when everything started going bad, if you were not with the government, you're all the way like starving yourself type of thing.
Right.
So let's say a country that produces oil, right? They don't have gas. Now they're spending, like, my uncle has to be on the gas station to see if he gets lucky to get gas for more than 24 hours in line. You can't move.
I saw the food line to get.
No, it's like, and it's
It was a snake that went around the corner. It was huge.
people eating out of the garbage. Like, it's a lot.
It was bad.
It's so sad. I try to do the most I can for my family because I have a lot of family over there. So I send like boxes of things like paper toilet, toothbrush. I mean, whatever, like the smallest things you can think of that they can't find or is too expensive. Let's say, for example, a bag of almonds here might be like, what, $6? I don't know.
Right.
Over there is like $40.
Yes, I saw that.
It makes no sense.
It was, oh my God, the dude went to like a shopping plaza of some sort, right? And it was a Russian, and he does documentaries, and but it was translated, and the guy was showing all the Fugazi products, the fake Coca-Cola, the fake Sunkist, the fake, and he was tasting them and saying how horrible they were, and how those were still expensive, but then when you saw the real ones, like it was like $10 for a $2 big liter bottle, and he kept going on with it, and he says. But I'm mind boggled because, and then you see him walking into this little whatever, like a plaza mall, but they have a McDonald's and they have a Burger King, and then he walks up into it. It is absolutely empty, 100% completely empty. But there's like 3 employees. So he walks in there and he's like, and he goes, well, I mean, he looks at the prices and he compares it to what they cost in American dollars, and it was literally like $20 for a burger and fries. But then they told him that they didn't have the real burger. They did the burgers themselves. It's a different version. And it was, I was just mind blown.
Oh,
I was left and right. I was mind blown.
And you're talking about people that probably, if you make good money, is like maybe $200 a month. We're talking dollars, $200 a month.
Yeah.
So if you make that a month, right, and your chicken costs you $40, like how do you survive?
Right. And then that's why the main basis of the documentary, the reason it's so dangerous is because so many people turn to crime, and not just crime. There was 5 different gangs, but they're not like little gangs. They might as well call them cartels. I don't know what you want.
Now they kill
huge
you.
gangs.
They kill you for bread.
Bro, they were showing, it was crazy. And I couldn't believe what I saw. They were showing this dude, he's hiding behind a wall, and he's just bucking.
Yeah.
He's bucking, bam, bam. And then the camera looks where he's bucking, and you see like 3 other dudes on the other side of the wall, like paka, paka, like cowboy shit, ducking behind the wall, paka, paka. The guy shoots a couple more, then you hear him scream some shit, then they scream some shit, then it got quiet. Then the guy backs up into his door. His door is like 10 feet away. He like came out of his door and just hid behind a wall.
Oh my God.
He goes right back to his door. He's at his front porch. I can't make this up. Wife comes out, gives him the bowl of cereal that he didn't finish eating. He puts the gun in his waist and keeps eating the fucking cereal.
Like nothing.
Like if that was, I just had to let those guys know I'll shoot. I don't know. I don't know what to make for me.
No, it's insane. It's so sad, and I hate to talk about it because I do have family over there, and to me, it's like, what else can we do? At this point, like they can't do much, and they're not getting visas. Like a lot of people cannot get out of it. Some people just like, this is my life now. Like it's so sad. So I flew my mom. Mind you, we've been in the U.S. for almost 20 years. And that's how long I haven't been back. And my mom wanted to just like, her purpose was my grandmother passed and we couldn't go see her. So I said, okay, I'll buy you a ticket for Christmas, like a gift, and go see my grandmother's funeral, like her.
What's up, folks? Thank you once again for tuning in to another episode of the Black Sheep Perspective, Season 2, baby. If this happens to be your first time watching or listening, please take a quick second to hit that subscribe button and tap that notification bell so that you don't miss another episode. And once again, guys, really, from the bottom of my heart, thank you, everyone out there, for all the amazing support. And a big shout out to my man Hector and his entire team over there at Driver Shop USA. If you guys follow me on IG or live in this beautiful city of Miami, you'll be able to catch the dope-ass wrap job that was done to my Chevy Colorado truck. Not only did they wrap the entire truck to protect its original paint job, they then slapped on multiple high-quality logo wraps on all sides so that I can remind those of you who are looking to tune in to the best new podcast. From boats to motorcycles to automobiles of all kinds, Driver Shop USA is continuously redefining luxury. Now let's get back to the podcast.
So I gifted my mom the tickets so she can go and close that chapter of her life, right? When I told her I was gifting her the tickets, she started freaking out. Like, I don't know if this happened. I guess a lot of moms are like this.
Okay.
Overthink stuff. Like, no, but there's no water. They cut the electricity some days. Like, there's no transportation. Like, how am I going to live? Blah, blah. I'm like, relax, breathe. I know it's tough, but just remember your purpose. Because every year you say the same thing, which is like, I need to go back and close that chapter of my life. I just need to. And I know how much it means to her. So I was like, forget about whatever's happening in the world. It's not going to stop. It's not going to get any better, unfortunately. So just go and focus on that. When she did, she actually couldn't never, like, she can't stop thanking me that she won. One, it was very tough. Like, overall, it was just tough to see the country like that. She obviously remembers Venezuela better than I do. Mm-hmm. I moved when I was 8. Yeah, so it's like, I don't remember much. So she went, she spent like about a month there, and she's like, okay, that's done. I can move on. It's not something that she's willing to go back, right? In my case, I don't want to go. It's just something I don't need to do anything over there. But it's sad. Overall, it's super sad how they live. And like I said, I try to send money. I send boxes each month, whatever I can. I send clothes. I send whatever I can, because that's the only way I feel like I can help at this point, you know?
It's crazy to think that, we're a species so intelligent compared to any other species in our planet, aside from the aliens that you motherfuckers can't see, but we're not going to go there right now. Yet yet somehow we have our very own human brothers and sisters going through such, poverty, going through such harsh things throughout the world, and it's a lot of fingers that can be pointed. There's a lot of things that can be attempted, but really, it's a messed up situation, and it's gonna take a hard thing to fix it. I don't know what the solution is. I want to say, hey, all you super rich motherfuckers can get together and make something happen if you had enough humanitarianism in you. You guys can make. But when it comes to foundations and I'm about to say, what is it called? Non-profit organizations, people like yourself or anybody trying to make a move. Yeah, you're helping. Just very, very, very minuscule. You're helping a family or two or a village. I don't know, but you're not helping. You're not giving the solution. You're not fixing the problem.
Exactly.
So it's harsh. It sucks. And going back to what you said earlier about when you travel those countries, you come back with a different appreciation. Yeah. You look at things different. To this day, I'm so uptight about throwing food away. Mm-hmm. I don't care what it is. 9 times out of 10, and I'm not a big eater, to be quite honest with you. I have smaller meals more than anything. I switch it up. But if I'm full as fuck, but there's still a quarter sub, I'm going to force that shit. Oh, God. Because I start thinking about other people, and I'm just like, dude, I mean, somebody can argue like, that makes no sense. You're here. You can't do that. That makes no difference if you throw that away. Yeah, you're right. You're right. But I kind of think like that, and I thought, don't let this food go to waste. Yeah. Force it so you can be fuller a little bit longer because someone out there is just getting hungrier by the minute.
Or just eat and leave. That's an option. Take it home. And
I mean, yeah, that's an option too. Okay, but it all depends where.
Like, force yourself to eat and then feel sick and maybe puke.
Thing is, I just know that, man, I suck at certain meals. Taking them home and reheating them up. I mean, I'm great with the leftovers, but it depends. Not sandwiches.
Oh, I haven't had a sandwich in forever. Damn. All right. So, traveling was that. Then COVID happens, and then everything just went upside down. I started my online business. That's one thing that I started after we did this whole podcast in November. So I invested in a program that would teach me how to do online business with training. And I invested in this platform that was already created and made it my own app, my logo, and all that. And that app allows me to link with anybody around the world. So my program is completely personalized, which means within my app, I have to invite you in. You can't just download it.
Oh.
So so I go through a consultation, right? And I see if you're the right fit. I mean, not everybody can work with me. Not everybody can work with a program online. I'm not saying like, I'm something. No. It's just people need more.
That's well said. It's true.
Right?
Yeah.
So I have to first see if you're going to be good with my program. After we have the phone consultation, then I'll invite you to the app, right? So I do a 4-month program. Within that 4 month, with the application, you get to see every workout and video modules, which I'll select by day. So you'll see each movement in a video module, and I'll show you how many sets, how many reps you have to do per exercise, if it's a circuit. So everything's in detail, so the client does not think about it. You just click Monday, legs day, for example, and then it shows you your whole routine, what to do first. It counts for you, everything. You get to put logs, how much weight did you actually do, how many sets did you actually accomplish, things like that. And then nutrition, I'll change it every 2 weeks with a follow-up. So check-ins is every 2 weeks. Same with nutrition. I'll send you a meal plan and show you macros. So it's a learning program at the same time, because I don't want to be that kind of coach. I only coach regular women, moms, at-home moms, like no athletes whatsoever. And I just want to teach people how to have better relationship with food, because I come from not even having a good relationship with food, and yo-yo dieting and going up and down the weight, which is very tough emotionally, mentally, so tough on the women, So we're always in that same spot. We're always dieting, always. There's a party, you want to diet for that party. No, why don't you change your whole lifestyle, learn how to eat and have better relationship with food so you can actually maintain your dream goal, your body goals, like whatever it is health-wise. I mean, that should be priority, right? So then diet changes every 2 weeks, where there's a slight change on the macros, but it gives people something to look forward to. So a lot of people don't like to eat the same thing. I, under the case, please don't change my diet because I go crazy. I like to eat chicken, like fish, and egg whites. That's it. So I did that. So, and then with the application, they have 24/7 communication with me. Meaning, within the application, there's a built messenger app that you can message me whenever you have a question. You don't have to wait for check-ins. If you need to speak to me for something else, you just say, hey, Anna, can you call me?
I was your boyfriend. I might have a problem with that.
I know.
24/7. You better put a mute on that shit. I don't give a fuck where they at in the world.
But it's awesome because I try to do it as like you feel comfortable doing this whole process. I mean, changing your lifestyle, doing something new that you've never done is kind of scary. So when you feel lost nowadays, coaches are like, send me an email. And then whenever I see it, I'll get back to you. No, that's not the right way. You want to feel supported, you know? So that's why I work with this system. That's why I don't do the easy route of like ebooks. Like I've thought about ebooks as just something that's so generalized. Like, all right, you have an ebook and then what? You just, all right, you use it, do exercise, and that's it. It's not much. It's like buying
Is that a
magazine.
platform that a lot of trainers use?
Ebooks.
Yeah.
So they use a lot of them. It's easy, super cheap to make, actually, almost like no money.
Let me ask you something. Since you had mentioned about the whole dieting part and women, and I think you kind of gave women a pass right there, saying that, you know, it's harder for women on the emotional tip and stuff. But I want to get into that a little bit. Not the women part, but people with the excuses or the reasoning, whatever you want to call it, of sticking to a certain way of living, eating right, healthy, or living by the diets. I think that the majority of the people are only doing it temporarily for whatever temporary short-term goal that they have. When I say the majority, I don't know what that number is.
Yeah.
Who knows? Maybe
Pretty high.
Yeah, thank you. Because I was gonna try to bring it down. I'm gonna say probably 70.
But I think it's multiple things. I think you can't stick to something that you're not satisfied with, because our brain works with satisfaction.
But pause. You're right. But what if the satisfaction? This is why I say the short-term goals. Okay, I'm single. Well, fuck. If I'm gonna attract, somebody, I gotta look my best. Whatever that best is, I gotta look my best. Let me get to my best so that I can, you're not gonna just put out a sandwich and think that it's gonna bring all these beautiful women. You want to put a beautiful plate out the best you can. So there goes that. That's an incentive. That's what people do when they're single. Now, when they get shacked up, now you got a different tier of people. When they get shacked up, this girl's been looking pretty fit, doing pretty decent because she's been single for the last year. Buddy, same thing. They meet, they link. Here comes this satisfaction. Well, I found somebody. And this somebody really likes me for me. I don't have to try that hard anymore. Now I rather...
Bullshit. I'm sorry. No.
Well, that's what I'm saying. This is where the controversy starts.
I am so sorry.
But you're
think.
fitness. You're a fitness person. That's why I'm not trying to argue anything with you. But what I'm saying is, this is why, yes, I think the same way you do.
Yeah.
The minute we shack up, hey, we're not shacking up unless we get ready. We're going to have workout routines. We're going to work out together. Or you work on your
Not only that, there's no level of comfort. Like, you should never... I think in order for you to evolve as a person, a relationship, as a whole, you have to be uncomfortable. So when you think you have to stop trying because that person loves you, you're wrong. Because there's something calling out of love, So you have to work even harder. When you get that person or you guys are in a relationship, doesn't mean slow down, actually bump it up. Yep. Because, again, it's not about getting comfortable. But everybody has a different idea. Everybody has different goals that drive them, whether short-term or long-term. But that's up to the person, because I feel like that's more within. I just deal with women. I have a few clients here and there that are male, but there's a reason why I don't take care of guys. There's just a reason.
Can you, please do tell. I mean, can I jump the gun and say it for you? Is it because at some point they're always trying to hit on you?
Yes.
It happens.
So, and then women I can relate more to, right? To me, it's very easy to change the body of a male because testosterone levels, like I'm more aware with the bodybuilding area with the males. The women was always like a challenge for me. So it led me to learn as far as like hormone changes, metabolisms, estrogen, cortisol levels, like everything that it intakes a female to change her body is like amazing to me. But now people don't take the time to learn how the woman's body work hormonally, right? So everybody just wants to give you a cookie cutter diet and then call it a day. You make it there. What happens when you start kind of eating normal, not back to your old ways, but maybe have a salad with a dressing, then you start blowing up. You gain 30, 40 pounds, rebound, and you're like, what's going on? Exactly. So the reason why I wanted to do all this so personal, because I know how much women need attention overall. There's something so,
Preach.
Yeah.
Say it again. Women need attention
they're
overall.
So emotional, right? Over everything. I can't. Thank God. I couldn't be lesbian ever.
You can't.
I could not ever be. I couldn't. I
don't know if people understood that. I want you to say that you could never be a lesbian.
Listen,
but you said that because women, you realize how hard you guys.
Oh my God. But I've always realized that. I always said it to my mom. I'm like, why are women's? Because I've worked my entire life with women. I was doing hair and makeup for over 10 years. Beauty, only girls. Yes, I work with males, but when you have your customers, it's females most of the time. And I'm like, oh my God, you become a therapist. Like, I'm a therapist, hair, makeup. I'm a therapist as a personal trainer. I'm a therapist. I'm always listening to their problems, right? And I'm like, why they're so emotional? Like, why? Why? No, why do you complicate? Why do you overthink everything? Why do you put so much in? I guess that's what makes women, I'm rare. My mom says you were meant to be a man, okay?
How attractive. Oh, yeah, okay.
No, because I guess in that aspect, because she is very emotional too, I don't lead my actions with my emotions, ever. So that's one thing, like we spoke in the last podcast, is like, I like to read books or neuroscience of how to control your mind, how to control your emotions, and not lead with it.
See, now you're turning me on.
Hey.
Now you are.
So the more I read about it, the more I practiced it, and the more I had control over my emotions, not leading to any of my actions. And it has helped me grow not only as a person, but also in my business, which when you deal with people, same with social media, you can't let it get to you. You can't get personal with it because it destroys you, right? So that's what I always preach. Like, for me, it's not that I don't have emotions, it's I have a better control over them. And I choose what to actually be emotional about and what not to. So
I believe that the reason, obviously there's hormones involved and there's all these, womanly
it's all
facts
hormones
involved.
It's all hormones.
Okay.
All of it.
But for far too long, generation after generation, this would have to be the generation. Your generation, I wouldn't say mine, but I didn't have any kids, but your generation being that next one, it's up to you, those parents,
of course,
to start influencing these kids, especially the girls, from a universal perspective. Not, she's a girl, just let her know. You're encouraging that. She's a girl, let her know. You need to make her a little bit tougher because the world's fucked up.
Yeah.
And guys are going to X, Y, and Z and this. And then guess what? If you're halfway cute, mom, and I'm a halfway decent man, that's going to be a beautiful young girl. So she's going to have it even tougher.
Yeah.
So, no, we should tone down the overly, things that are going to make her feel so. I'm not saying make her a tomboy, neither.
No.
I'm not saying that.
I didn't come out a tomboy, but, I mean, I'm pretty.
Yeah, you're the furthest thing from a tomboy, but you do have that. I cannot speak. Once again, completely influenced. I can't speak for the majority of guys out there, but I do think a big bulk of them like a female who's closer to guy traits, like some type of sports, can get her hands dirty, can hang with the fellas, have a couple beers, talk some shit, play some dominoes, whatever it is. When you have more of those guy traits, I think it's a safe thing to say most guys appreciate that. The guys that don't are a different breed of guy, and then right away they got brought up differently. Whether it's from a machismo house or with no sisters or females, and whoever, it all varies. So the upbringing is huge on all scales, but I hate that the womanly part is overly. It's kind of like saying, okay, I don't know what the fuck it is to have a period. I don't know. Yeah. Okay, I can try my best. I don't know what it is to push a baby out my penis. Okay, so. I can only try my best. I got to think about the biggest mojón I ever pushed and think that's a quarter of the pain that you guys go through, right? If not, a man can't. A man can't. Nah, a man can't vibe that deep into what you guys go through. But, damn, do you guys really, really hang on that? What's my period? This is why I'm acting like this. And then I think you encourage yourself to, you know what? Fuck it. I'm leaking down there. So I'm gonna go ahead and be a bitch. I'm not, I'm gonna control my emotions even less.
Yeah.
Because it's for the next 3 days, it's forgiven.
No. It's bad. It's also how you grow up. Because when you're growing older, they're like, oh, mama, you're going through hormones. It's your period. So it's like, it's okay for you to act like that. That never really happened to me. No.
It's funny, man. I gotta talk to my brother about that because my niece just started hers, you know, like 6 months ago maybe.
Yeah.
And she's never moody at all. She's the most amazing niece. But I want to ask him, like, hey, have you caught a mood from her when she's, you know, going through it? And if so, have you told her, hey, in the future, don't fucking use that shit? You know, he's pretty straightforward.
Yes, but you're gonna get mood swings because it's a hormonal imbalance when you have your period. It's gonna happen. But just control them. Deal with it differently. Like, for example, I have clients that are like, oh, I'm on my period. I can't train. I'm like, what? Really? Are you dying? You're in a hospital? No. Get your ass to the gym. You're fucking training.
Right.
Like, actually, and they're like, oh, my God, I feel better after I train on my period. I'm like, it's all here. It all comes to your mind. It's on your mind. Everything is in your mind. So change that, and trust me, you'll have more control over everything.
I've been in the middle of a session with a client. And she's just having a rough beginning 10, 15 minutes, you know, doing boxing, doing kickboxing. And I know, you know, we just did 2 days in a row, 3 days in a row. And I'm like, hey, stop, freeze. The fuck's going on? Oh, my God, I don't know. My head's in the... And then right away, here goes the pout. Here goes the head down. Here goes the whatever. I go, you know, I'm close friends with you by now, but I don't want to get all up in your private business. Is everything okay at home? No, yeah, everything's okay. Then what the fuck is up?
Yeah.
I'm getting my period. Damn, man. And then boom, I snap on them. That's some bullshit. Yeah. Overcome that shit. Don't let it, it's coming, it's creeping up on you. So now you're just gonna whoop whoop. Oh, you gotta embrace it. Oh, you're gonna come, motherfucker? Well, I'm gonna show you what I can do while you're down there. Yeah. That should be the approach. Yeah. Easier said than done.
Every woman's different. And you have to, I mean, sometimes we gotta just step down and be sensitive to it, you know? And I've learned that through working with women.
That is very true. That is very true.
You have to, like, whatever goes through their mind, because it's not only the period, it's also what's going through their life at the moment. So everything at that point, because they're so sensitive,
is enhanced.
Yes. Every emotion is more enhanced. Like some women just cry all the time when they're in their period, not even mad.
Goodness
so
gracious.
It's like, I know. It's like, why do we?
I haven't had many girlfriends. I haven't been the girlfriend guy, but the 2 girlfriends that I did have, maybe three girlfriends that I had for a substantial time. Thank goodness they were not bad with that. One of them was a little emotional, a little cranky. She just wanted to stay home, and there goes activity. But the other 2 were pretty good. So I don't know what it is to have those.
Some people get really bad pain, like bad, like you can't even breathe, you can't walk, like really bad pain. So it's like you can't even try to understand them. Just be nice, guys. Just be nice. 3 days, 4 days.
At the same time, ladies, you know, take advice from this girl and work a little extra to control those emotions. Yeah. Don't just.
It does better to you. At the end of the day, I feel like you have more control. That's it.
Let me ask you something about the eating part. You know, you said chicken, fish, and eggs. You're somebody who can really just eat the same things. I could too. I can have the same egg salad, chicken salad, and whatever for a week straight, and it wouldn't shake me as long as it's good.
Yeah.
When you do, when you do decide to cheat, or because you're allowed to, and I know there's 100% backup behind that. I'm always studying more and more and more, but you don't have to neither.
Yeah.
Do you give yourself, a cheat meal once a week, or because you train hard enough?
Yeah.
Do you cheat a little something on occasion every 2 or 3 days because you train hard enough? And if and when you do, what are those?
Okay, so it's okay for me. Because of my background, how I grew up with relationship with food, it's another reason why I got involved in this whole field. I never cared for food. It wasn't like, oh my God, I look forward to a cheat meal. When I started doing bodybuilding and fitness competitions, I was like, okay, this is going to teach me how to eat, which I also said this in the past. And I realized it was more of like learning my own body and hormones and all that. But I never really passed that of like, I enjoy food. Like food is happiness, or food is something that it's good or whatever. So if a coach doesn't tell me to cheat, I just don't. Now, when I cheat, let's say my birthday was last week on Thursday. Yeah.
Boom. I was going to get to it.
So
Y'all got to look at the video on YouTube to see the little shimmy shit she just did.
Okay, I said, my mom was like, please just enjoy, please. And I love either sushi or ceviche. Those are like my two go.
That's not ceviche. There's nothing cheat about ceviche.
It's not on my plan.
Damn,
Whatever's
ceviche's
not
good.
written down. No,
Really?
it is good.
Okay.
I never said it wasn't good, but it's not on my plan.
Okay.
Okay, so it's a lot of protein. A plate of ceviche is like 10 ounces or 8 ounces, like more than what I eat in a meal. Anyway, so I said, okay, we're going to have sushi. I haven't had a burger. I only will have burgers after my shows, which is weird because I love burgers.
Too. I'm a huge burger
pizza,
fan.
I don't even remember the last time I had pizza.
Yeah.
I'm Italian. We love cheese, but I learned to stop saying that.
There you go.
People are like, oh, you're Italian. You eat pizza, pasta. I'm like, no. I haven't had pasta in years. I don't even know.
Wow, really?
So,
That's discipline. That's discipline.
yes. But it also comes, again, your mind and what you're aiming, your goals. And for me, it's easier than a lot of people because I never had that relationship with food. You know, like not somebody that ate for like, some people eat emotional eating, right? So those are people that it's harder to let go of certain foods because they rely on that for happiness or comfort.
Yeah, to connect with
right?
that. Yeah,
For me, it's like when I'm sad or stressed or anything, I just shut down. I don't even want to eat. So it's a different feeling. So it's easier for me to let go of food than to actually have it.
I think that I get away with a little bit of substantial bullshit when I want to.
Mm-hmm.
But with me, it's more so because, you know, I either bust my ass training, like I go extra hard. I know I burn a lot of calories. At the end of the day, that's your biggest influence is going to be the caloric burn versus take.
I'm a maniac. I'm not like, I train 2 to 3 times a day. I get hire coaches to like literally put me through pain. Right. I go above and beyond to burn even more. And still then I'm so harsh on myself. I'm like, oh, maybe I should cut down the eating. Like knowing the science behind it, like just eat more because I'm overtraining. It's just today I was having this chat with my conditioning coach, Chad, and shout out to him. And he's like, you need to just relax, enjoy the process, like enjoy it. I'm like, no, because that's where the competitive mindset sits on. It's like, I need to go above and beyond. I need to beat myself more. Like it's not right. Like it's not. It's so hard to do though.
I think it all depends on what you're doing and what you're competing in. But I do think that mind frame takes you to that next level, that Michael Jordan championship level.
Yeah.
It's those people who are just possessed with the goal at hand and with the amount of training and whatever else. But at the end of the day, balance is key.
Of course.
And if you're not enjoying the process, it'll burn you out.
Yeah.
You know, if you're not enjoying the process, you're a step away from failure in regards to stopping. What's up, folks? Thank you for tuning in to another episode of the Black Sheep Perspective Season 2. If this happens to be your first time watching or listening, please take a quick second to hit that subscribe button and tap that notification bell so that you don't miss another episode. Once again, thank you everyone out there for all the support. So switching gears, you know, you mentioned your birthday. Happy birthday. This is like the third fucking time I tell you, so don't act like I haven't. Woman,
what was the,
I
missed the first and second.
I sent you a text before your birthday. I will pull that shit out right now and put it on camera. Don't make me do this with my video editor and make you look silly again. I sent you a text before. I said, hey, have a great weekend, birthday weekend celebration. Be safe, have fun, whatever. Then I sent you a text on not on your birthday. I sent it the day after. Say, hey, hope you had a good weekend. This and that, something, whatever the hell it is there. Mm-hmm. So I did, and now here we go again.
Okay.
Happy belated birthday, and I don't want to say belated because I already did it on time before. But happy birthday
Thank
again.
you.
Tell the world how old you are.
28.
God, you act like you were hurting to say that.
No, I love
Great age.
birthdays. I feel like it's another year of opportunities, of trying something new, of new challenges. I mean, what we're talking before this, as far as like goals and drive, And for me, when I have a competitive mind, is to be a better person. It doesn't have to be for somebody or a show or none of that. It's for me to prove to myself I could be better, right? I could do this and I can improve myself, whether it's my physique or, whatever books I read or my business or whatever it is. I just want to be better. So
every year brings that opportunity, and here came another one. But
yes.
Tell me you did a little something. Tell me, give me a little wild. I mean, fuck, I don't even know what the hell you could have done because fucking COVID, dude. I mean, COVID. I hear Broward County. I know Dade County's whack right now. Miami's whack right now. But Broward, they still have in dining with the rules.
Yeah.
I don't know what their curfew is on the weekend or whatever, but what'd you do?
So I've never been somebody to celebrate my birthday. I just enjoy the day for what it is.
Okay, I like that. Same here.
I'm very blessed. I always say this. I'm very grateful, blessed to have the people that love me around me. And that day I woke up and I was like, the first thing I want to do is work out. Like I need to work out. So I trained. I went to a facility. I trained. I did a therapy with like scraping because I'm in pain all the time. That's where I'm feeling the age. So painful. So I did that, and
you're
then
gonna hit middle age crisis so quick. I mean, early. If you're talking like that now.
Listen, I embrace it. I mean, yes, bring it. Okay, so then nothing. We were supposed to have dinner with all my girlfriends and all that, but then I get home, I'm like exhausted. I had to work. I'm like exhausted. I'm so tired. I'm usually in bed by 9, trying to go to sleep. I've been having issues sleeping. So then I just ended up ordering sushi.
Stop. Come on, man. The whole weekend, you didn't do anything else?
So listen to this. Like, I did not want to, mind you, we had a storm, Ike storm.
Yeah,
the weekend,
right.
All right. So I wanted to eat out, but not literally out. So when I went and I called the restaurant, they're like, no, we're only sitting outside. I'm like, I'm not about to melt off my makeup, my hair. Like, I don't do this all the time, so I'm going to spend time getting ready. No. So I ordered sushi. My mom and my brother were at my house. That was perfect. I didn't even have people over. Like, I just wanted to eat and go to bed. Like, literally, I went into a food coma. I had dessert. I haven't had sugar in forever. So I enjoyed it. It was nice. Good. And then the weekend, it was nice. It's super quiet. I worked.
Having a few drinks doesn't call your attention? That's not something that No? Okay.
No, because then I get bloated. Everything water.
Everything somehow lands on the fitness aspect of it. But hey, man,
that's true though. It's so true. I have to do so much cardio to get rid of it.
That is to me, that's really, look, I mean, this is a horrible comparison, but the minute I start enjoying IPAs too often, because I fucking love IPAs, if somebody wants to sponsor me, I will take that shit. Okay? It's because I will have not a belly at all, but I know I get that little pudge that sneaks up on me, a little extra 2 pounds in a matter of 3 weeks. And it's because they're so high in calories. And I think, I'm only having a couple, but I'm having a couple days out the week. That shit adds up, blah, 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 blah. So I cut those out, and it's an immediate difference.
Of course.
And then even when I go for the hard liquor, which, if I do it, it's only going to be once. It's only going to be like a Saturday during UFC fights. The liquor impacts my body like for the next 2-3 days, even though I never get hungover. And if I drink tonight, and I will help smash a bottle of whiskey, as crazy as it sounds, because I'm I have enough in me to do that with somebody who can hold their own. Wake up tomorrow, go hit the gym, be good. But that workout is gonna be caca.
Yeah.
And the next day or two, I'm not gonna be that normally energetic, So I'm like starting to really lose the thrill to even touch that. The only thing I do is just drink my wine and smoke. I smoke. But that with me every day is the same like that. So that's where I'm at. So that's your high. Your high is not throwing yourself off from the high that you have on a daily basis, right?
Exactly.
So that's
I don't care for it. I mean, if there's an event or I'm on a date and I happen to be there, I know because we gotta like loosen up.
What a great way to bring us into something that I want to talk to you about, since you mentioned date.
Yes.
So I know that we had talked about a couple of podcasts that I had, and when we were texting each other for the last few months, and you had brought up the guys from the coffee breakup and some of the topics that we had, and
awesome.
me and you were vibing with some of the topics, and I think that your opinion would be dope, because of your age, because of your experience, because your level of maturity. I'm not saying that if someone's younger than you, it doesn't count. But like I just said, earlier, you've been around the block enough. You've gotten to a point in your life where your opinion holds water.
Yeah.
Okay, it's credible. 28 is a good age. When you're in that 25, 26 range, you got a little bit of credibility, but you still haven't done shit, especially if you were in a relationship for a couple of years. So that just took you further back now. So with your experience and your age and everything else, let's talk about certain things that we had brought up and things of that nature. Okay.
Bring it on.
When do you start opening up enough with a guy that you're seeing where you start exposing things that maybe otherwise you would hold back from, like passing guys, speaking a little bit too upfront about or your sexual, preferences and things of that nature? When is that, and then we got so many different opinions on this, but when do you think you don't got to speak for women, but then I
myself.
Okay, when is that?
Right away.
Right away.
Yes.
Awesome. Okay.
I don't like to waste my time.
You're not gonna fart in front of the guy right away, though.
No, I don't even fart. Okay, we all fart, but you choose where to do it. Obviously, okay. That's just manners. Has nothing to do with.
Yeah, you're right.
Okay, so.
Woo! Bam! Pat myself on the back. Said the same shit. We did this, and the fellas were like, "Wes, I wanted to fart right away." I was like, "Why? That's just manners, dog. You just don't
get up, go to the bathroom,
handle that. There you go.
Nobody likes to smell shit. Nobody likes to put their nose in your fucking ass.
Right.
I'm sorry for my language.
Yeah.
But it's just manners. I don't like to waste my time. I think time is so valuable, and I was just speaking to my mom about this. It's like the older I get, the less tolerance I have, which it could be bad, right? But this is why I come up front and tell you right away, like, hey, either this is good for you, and if it's not, then there's the door. Like, it's okay. It's completely fine. I just like to be up front, be honest from the first time, or if we're digging each other, like, okay, what is this? Is this something like we're just having fun? It's cool, fuck around. Hey, we're good. I mean, just be straightforward. Or is this something that we're really going to invest our time in? Because a relationship is time consuming. It's a lot of work. It's a lot of freaking work. So are you even ready for that? Or you just want to fuck around? That's just like, that's the start. And then you get.
And then that's that first date. So how does somebody get you on that first date with the busy schedule that you have?
Damn.
The way you are, just everything about you, even the fine details that we don't know about. How does if somebody was listening right now, they thought they might be your type, whatever that is, and not that you have to say it, but they think they might be your type. They think they're good enough to pull you in some shape or form. Mm-hmm. How's somebody going to reach out to you to try to little by little sway you in their direction? Or is that completely impossible and you're that type of person where it's got to be in person, like you met them through somebody or something?
I've met people through social media. That's happened. For me, you have to just be different overall. I mean, all women, I'm going to say all of women get a lot of attention, right? And if more of you have a following or such on, you're going to get messages all the time. So do I go through my DMs? No. If I see a woman that's like messaging me, I respond. But when I see a lot of dudes, I just don't even bother. So it has happened in the past that maybe I just open something that says, very interested, or you're in Miami, or something like that has nothing to do with me or my pictures or my body. Mm-hmm. And then they catch my attention. I'm like, why? What's going on? Right? That's a way maybe to, hey guys, don't message me. You're in Miami, everybody, because I will not answer, okay? You just got to be different. To me, I see in Miami, there's many beautiful people. But
think about what you said, Anna. Sorry to cut you off. Think about what you said. You're really not going to pay much attention to a message that looks like it's coming from a guy. Now, if that icon, am I calling it the right thing?
The profile picture.
Profile picture.
Well, that has to call my attention.
Okay, well, no. So if that profile pic is a man, mm-hmm. If it got your attention, I don't know how it can. It's got. I guess you look into it good enough, If it's good enough, then you might click on to see who's this pencil neck talking.
Exactly.
Now, if the looks are there and you do a little scanning of the page, okay, now you might entertain whatever the hell you did.
Answer, yes.
Okay, so there is a possibility there if that profile pic is good looking enough And the message is message isn't a lame one.
Exactly. You get a lot of lame. Like, be creative, be different, be smart.
School me for a second
Please,
because
be
I suck at this shit. Okay?
Oh, really?
I suck at this shit. I do. No, I'm asking you to school me for a second. What type of message? just piece one together for me, because I want to know. And I know the fellas out there. What pull out what? I never try to hit on you on the
message from people. Like,
oh God, no, because there's gonna be a bunch of lame ones. In general, what's the type of thing that a guy can say that's gonna come off?
I mean,
I think at the end of the day, it's just if you're good looking enough.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Well, if you're reaching out through social media, you have to have something to look at, right? Because that's all we see. It's look. I can't meet you in person. Now, obviously, I'd rather meet somebody in person. Usually, it happens to be at the gym. Usually, and you just gotta be different. I mean, the way you speak to me is different. It's not about like just being a douche. Like, oh my God, I like your ass, or like, really, dude, come on.
There, guys never said that.
Do you really have?
Walk up to you, squat a lot, don't you?
They do say it's the stupidest fucking shit. No, I don't. I'm only at the gym, and you see me training. I probably never heard or done a squat. Like, no, be smart, be creative. That's it. I mean,
I hit on this girl. I don't want to say I hit on her, even though if she would have reciprocated and fueled it, I would have definitely been on top of it. But I said this to this girl. I said it because we never get to look at our backs. It's very, very difficult to see our back definition unless you do a double mirror, unless you really put a effort into it. Most people, if you don't have a double mirror, you really can't see the definition in your back. Yeah. And especially if you have a defined back. Yeah. So this girl, she was going, this is when I was living down south, and she was going 24-hour fitness, and she's been getting it in for a minute. I don't holler at girls. I'm very whack at that shit. I'm just cool cat chilling. If we talk in some shape or form, boom. At that point, I take off. I'm awesome with that. But come up to you, break the ice, and say some dumb shit. I don't do that, you know. So I saw her back was developing. She was changing her diet. She was doing things really good, and she was getting ripped up on the back. And I remember she was rolling on the cables. And I right when she was done, I went out there and I just gave her a little tap, and she turned around, and she was very inviting with it. And I said, hey, for whatever it's worth, I don't know how often you try to check your back out, but man, I've been seeing you come here for about 4 or 5 months now, and your back's starting to show a lot of definition. Keep it up. You're doing good. And I tried to walk away after that, and she grabbed my arm. Oh my God, for real, thank you. That's the most awesome compliment. I can never see my back. Da 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 da. But she didn't feed. She didn't feed after that. No. Maybe I wasn't her type. Maybe she asked somebody. But maybe that would be me. Mm-hmm. Doing some type of level of
that's good. That was like good. That was good.
But ladies, if I do that shit to you and you don't feed back, what the fuck, man?
Just say it. I mean, it's not necessary to say it when you know she's not feeding back.
My dude Paul. Shout out to my boy Paul. I know he's listening. We were catching it. We were supposed to kick it this weekend, but then with the whole fake hurricane shit, we didn't do it. And we were gonna go to Broward. We were gonna go take a drive, just to bar. I don't know, bar hop. If you can even do that, you'd probably be done by 11. But we're catching up. So he's like, "Yo, we're not gonna be able to make it, man. But anyhow, what's going on? How you been?" So when we caught up, he was asking me, if I had a little lady in my life and of any sort or whatever. And I said, "Nah, man, just." He said, "Man, what's up with that?" Like, he got mad. He was genuinely mad because it's been a little minute, And I'm like, "Well, bro." And I had to give him the breakdown. Like, pre-COVID, I was just really focused on a lot of different things. And then COVID came. Mm-hmm. And I didn't pay attention to any single girl pre-COVID. So now I'm like, oh, shit. Oh, shit. This is going to go back to MySpace days. I don't even know how am I going to holler at a girl, with this COVID shit.
Now everybody's lonely.
Bro, then like 2 months passed and they started reopening. And I was going hard on Flanagan's. Who can I talk to here? Thought I was gonna establish something.
Did you wear your mask?
Then we got it's only walking in. Then we got put back down, and now it's only outside dining, so that got ruined. What I was trying to establish with a bartender or whatever, and then so I'm telling Paul this, and Paul just starts, no, you're doing something wrong. Like, what the fuck you mean, Paul? I'm focused on life, dog. I just opened up my gym and I got the crib and my dogs, and he goes, you got to let these ladies know. You got to let them know that you're single. I'm like, man, that does shit. In every goddamn podcast I'm talking about I'm single. Every picture you don't see no girl like that. What the hell else do I got to do?
I gotta promote you.
He's
Single.
I just think, I don't know what his aggression is. I don't know what other guys' aggression is. I don't have an aggressive
personality
approach. Yeah, I don't. I'm a very blunt person.
Yeah.
Very
Me
transparent. Things of that nature. But the approach, the aggressive approach.
Yeah.
I'm not. I guess I'd be considered passive. I don't know. I don't know.
So wait, how about you guys? When do you think is the right time to open up and like be straightforward with things?
I mean,
I don't think men can. Okay, here's the thing.
Mm-hmm.
You might say I'm wrong or not. Men like a woman that she is.
Like what?
Sorry, you picked up your phone and I thought I went somewhere else. Okay, so she's independent. She has her own word. Like she has her own thing going on, right? She's strong female, but yet they also beat around the bush, like with what they want. Right? Or you can't handle a girl that's too independent or that's too, I don't know, in her own thing. So now when does the guy actually puts his foot down and say, okay, this is what I like, or everything up front? When do you think is the right time?
Understand that right away that I truly, I'm not saying this just to say it. Obviously the name of the podcast, everything that I do, I really feel like I'm a very different person from your average human, much less man. Way more on the man tip, also with humans. So I'm not trying to answer like this is the bulk for most guys. I think most guys, I don't know. I'm confused. I'm confused by most guys. When I had the boys on here, they had different opinions. One was more of a lover boy. He was way more involved in his emotions and things of that nature. He admitted it. So his approach his was different than the other ones. So it all depends. But me personally, man, I like everything on blast.
Yeah.
I do. It was everything that you said. My boys made fun of it. I'm like, I say in the first date, and I lay it all out on the first date.
Because then you waste your time.
And that's not what I'm trying to do as well.
Exactly.
So, but when is it? I don't like passing gas. Nope. I don't care who it is. I don't care my baby. And I remember the boys were mad at me. They're like, so what, you want them to step out the room and this and
Yeah.
That's is that too much to ask for? I mean, if you know, if you know they're not stinky,
Yeah.
especially females, I don't think they got them as bad as we do. I don't know.
But still, it's like,
I guess you can slide in. I don't have to know. It doesn't. Well, I don't know. It won't kill me. But if that shit got a little bit of heat behind it, then you need to excuse yourself. You don't even got to tell me. Just walk away.
Exactly.
Just do it. It's just real simple. But I do think letting everything be exposed pretty quickly is big. Even if you're that open in conversation before that first date.
yes.
Because I would imagine there's several
Oh,
conversations
big time.
before that first date. When you talk about the sexual aspect of things, I think that's important too.
Yeah.
Because I kind of had this happen to me one time. This girl that I was seeing, I didn't know until later that she was way more into shit that I was not into. and it's funny because I want to ask you this. This is going to lead me into what happened with this girl.
Okay.
I thought it was way too. Okay, what do you consider kinky versus freaky? Give me an example of freaky and give me an example of kinky. It can be a light one, but what's the difference in your book?
Freaky is like maybe role playing. It could be freaky.
So freaky is role playing. So what would you?
That's kinky.
I don't know. Everybody has a different opinion.
I mean,
I'm definitely gonna ask
role-playing
everybody
is
on the social media
kinky.
this.
No, it's role playing is freaky, or using toys is freaky, right?
Choose. I don't know. Both of them.
Using toys is freaky.
And role playing, you think it's freaky?
Yeah.
So when does it become kinky?
I think kinky is when you bring other people in it.
No, that's an orgy.
Well, or when the woman wants to be the man, I guess, and wants the guy to take it. That to me is
Oh God.
That's like
Okay, I don't know. We'll do a poll. I definitely want to do a poll and find out.
Okay.
In my world,
uh-huh.
kinky is when it starts chokes, tie-ups, hits, certain, not slapping the ass, whatever. That's different. Things of that nature. I don't know. One of the boys said it good. I forgot his term, but it was that extra mile of
Aggressive.
out of a comfort zone.
Yeah.
Like testing one's comfort zone with a certain level of aggression or whatever.
Okay.
Freaky was more into I guess foreplay type stuff.
Yeah.
Dressing up, dressing
yeah.
up. I guess role playing, role playing would be freaky. So I would say kinky is more physical.
Okay.
Freaky would be more in the emotional attachment, but going somewhere a little extra.
Yeah.
This girl wanted me to spit in her mouth. Aside from the amounts of chokes that she wanted. And I think it's hilarious because, I've actually had these conversations with some younger girls, and they were talking about getting choked like it was nothing. Like, that's like, yo, yeah, everybody's supposed to choke. I hope every guy I bang chokes me. Like, what the fuck happened to you and your upbringing? Like,
Oh my God.
and I just don't know a guy who enjoys that like that, unless, once again, your upbringing. Think about that. I'm fucking choking you. When else do you choke somebody?
You don't enjoy choking people?
No. Now, when we spoke about this, we talked about the difference
It's
of
very common.
we talked about the difference about aggression
Okay.
and having that heavy palm, having that heavy hand around someone's neck, things of that nature. That's a difference. There's a difference between that and a choke. Because somebody who likes choking, being choked, will tell you, man, that ain't no fucking choke, what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
That's like a passionate grab,
Yeah,
around your neck or whatever.
No,
And
but that's probably what they meant. They didn't mean like knock me out. Like, no.
oh, I've had one of those too.
Oh my God. Yeah, I've heard.
Crazy. Like literally told me in the middle of it. I mean, I just went, burp, 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 literally told me in the middle of it, choke me harder. And I gave her a look like, that's a crime. I'm not trying to get arrested again. I'm on probation. And she goes, no, for real. Like, choke me harder. I'm like, yo, are you serious? Like, I gave her a look like I'm really choking you really hard right now. And she said it. She said it. And I went limp. I know this is graphic, but she said, choke me till I'm almost blue in the face. Like where I'm almost ready to pass out, but then, like no one to let go. Who the fuck wants to go through that during sex, dog? I'm not into that. I don't care how many shades of gray you saw, dog. Like, I'm not into that. Like, that's crazy. Why would I want to choke you to that aggressive? That's I'm doing jujitsu if I'm doing that. I'm in a street fight if I'm doing that. I'm not, you know what I'm saying? So, I don't know, maybe.
It's a common thing. I think some women can be more like, okay, I don't want to breathe, because it gets them even more turned on. I don't know. A little aggressive is not bad, but when you get to that point, like, that's a little much.
So here you are on your first date with homeboy, okay? He passed the preliminary shit. You're on the first.
First, we got to talk on the phone.
Okay, so
Maybe
on the
FaceTime, depending if I didn't meet you in person.
Give me a quick little time scale. What would all that be before the first date?
So first, we got to start, obviously, texting. And I'm very old school in the sense, like, I hate texting. Okay. Like, I'll be probably the worst. If you just want to have a relationship over text, you will have it by yourself, because I don't even answer back. So you want to call? Okay, we'll talk at night. FaceTime, I'd rather do that because I like to see people in the eyes. Okay, are you true or is this fake or whatever? If we can have a decent conversation and you're entertaining me here, then you get a date.
Okay. So what, a couple weeks of that?
You got to be smart. No, like, if it's really flowing good, maybe we'll talk 2 to 3 times and then we'll have a date. Or like sometimes it's like hours on the phone. I'm like, wow, I'm digging this person. All right, I want to see you. Like, that could be tomorrow, So it really depends on the vibe.
Okay, so now you're on this first date. Mm-hmm. Do you somehow get into the conversation on purpose, or do you let him drive? But do you get into the conversation of, I want to let him know, I can't speak for you, but I'm saying that, I'm into this kinky shit. I'm into this freaky shit. If not, I don't want him. I want to spit in his mouth in the future. Like, I wish this girl would have told me. Then I would have said.
I think it goes prior to the first date. I think that conversation happens kind of before.
Like, what are you into? This, that, and it would have came around.
Yeah.
Okay, that's true.
Like a question game type of thing. You can ask whatever you
question
want.
Game. You're into role playing, aren't you? So all them damn outfits you be wearing. You're into role playing.
I like role playing. Yes, it's fun. So yeah, you ask them, like, what is that you're into? What's like, what do you like? What do you like? Not like break the ice with like stupid questions. You like to cook, you like to clean. In reality, I don't give a fuck about none of that. I want to know the real thing. So then I'll break the ice, and then I'll ask whatever.
I'm over here thinking like, damn, I'm cooking clean real good too. You mean these women don't care about that?
They do. We all care. But when you play a question game, the real reason why you're playing it is to go deeper and be allowed to ask anything without getting offended. Right?
It's a little investigative reverse psychology type ordeal that's going on.
So I do a lot of that, a lot of reverse psychology. It's just, I study human behavior. So I'm like, I know how to get exactly what I want to hear.
Guys, you want to send her that message. Profile pic better be good. You know you better be fit. And get ready for a reverse psychological war, okay, with this girl.
Yeah. But you get all the answers, yeah.
Thank you, everybody, for tuning in to another episode of the Black Sheep Perspective. I just want to take a quick moment to thank you guys, man. You guys rock. You really do. We've made it this far. We're in season 2 right now. I got a great line of guests coming up. There's been a lot of modifications and moderations to what we've been doing and working on, and it's just getting better and better. And a lot of it's because of you guys and the feedback that I get, the emails, the messages, the comments. Thank you so much. Please keep them coming. Please spread the word, and we look forward to giving you many more podcasts. Big shout out to my close friend Gus from Arancibia Bonds. This brother right here has been helping people get out of bad situations quick, fast, and in a hurry. We've all experienced it, or at least know someone close who has had some kind of mishap occur to them that landed them in jail unexpectedly. And with the craziness going on in our world today, with the continuous changes of rules and regulations, why not have one of the most reliable bondsmen in the state of Florida on your side? Feel free to reach out to my brother Gus from Arancibia Bondsman. Now let's get back to the podcast. A guy doesn't have a chance with you at all unless he's fit, right? Keep it 100.
Correct.
Fit,
yes.
like he's into the gym.
No belly.
But he doesn't have to be, or does he have to be a bodybuilder?
He doesn't have to be a bodybuilder.
Not an actual bodybuilder, but like that deep into it, like looking bodybuilder-ish.
It has to have a nice physique. I don't like bellies. If you have one and everything else kind of like is better than that, then I'll help you get ripped.
Okay.
I'll be very supportive.
All right. Well, on that note, so you have this guy. He's everything you want. Okay, somewhat, right?
Okay.
Mr. Borderline Perfect.
What
whatever.
is it I want?
Too good. I don't know. You little by little, you keep telling me. I'm still learning. I don't know.
Okay.
But you have this guy.
Okay.
And
are we on a first date?
well, no, we can fast forward a little bit. Well, man, I guess we can be on the first date or even couple in. Sex hasn't happened though. Okay. And he tells you, I just can never see myself role playing. That is just something at all that I'm not into whatsoever. Okay. I don't care what picture you want to put in front of me, like, well, what if I was your slave and you're whatever? I don't know. I have no idea.
That's like, okay, for example, you're not going to say no to this.
I'm not going to say no.
No. So let's say you and your girl, right, go to a bar, right? And you guys are like, all right, you go over there, I go over here, and we act like we don't know each other, right? Because you make it feisty. You're flirting, the walking. Maybe I get hit on by another guy because I didn't walk with you or something like that. And then you just sit back and watch my reaction, how do I deal with things. Like, I think that's exciting. That's a type of role playing. Like, it's fun. It doesn't necessarily, everybody thinks of role playing like, oh, dress up, spank me. That's it. No.
Maybe not.
Make it fun. Like, make it a game. Like, I mean, there's nothing better than teasing, right? So why not tease each other, whether you guys been in a relationship forever, when you are out and about? Like, pretend you don't know each other, flirt, like tease back and forth, go around, maybe see what happens. I mean, I don't know. It's just a game.
Everything you just said, I dig.
Exactly.
But that can come out of me naturally without ever having to talk about it.
No, you don't talk about it.
But I want to tell you, unless you're holding back, oh scary ass, when you mention role play, I think, well, if you got that dude in front of you, this fucking Mr. Right, he's in front of you, and you mention role play, you better elaborate what you mean, because I think most people, I would put myself in that category. Role playing is. It's a little bit more. You want me to be fucking Dodo Head Fred, from the gas station. And you want me to just act a certain way and then you seduce me, or I don't know. Or I don't know. I mean,
to me, it's like a game. It doesn't have to be like you need to dress up like, if you dress up as fun, but don't make it so kinky. I don't know, because then I just start cracking up and it's not even sexy anymore, right? So it's
See,
like,
that's sexy to me right
don't
there.
make it a joke, because then I'll like burst laughing the whole time. I mean, I love to dance, right?
Okay.
So I think that's a little bit of role playing. Like if we're in a relationship and it happens, like dressing up for my man and dancing for him, that to me is like, I love that, you know?
Okay. I don't consider that role play at all.
No.
But I still think all that is dope and sexy and
so
fun.
it's like role playing, I see it as a fun way to tease, not necessarily to be funny. Because like, I know people like, oh, dress up like a cop. Like that to me is like, I would just laugh.
Yeah, like
I was just like,
like if I got a text from a girl that I'm seeing and she was like, can't wait to see you tonight. Make sure you wear your personal trainer outfit because I'm gonna be your next whatever.
client.
Be like, haha, yeah, I can't wait to see you too. And then I get there and then she's got a mat laid out with some dumbbells and she wants me to go in there and start acting like a trainer.
You really have thought about
I think
this.
that's role playing.
Wow.
That's how people consider role play.
I don't think I'm into that.
Okay.
No, man, I'm not.
Okay, you're rehired.
Why? Because it's like, it's funny. Again, we go back to like, it's hilarious. It's a joke. I wouldn't take it seriously. It wouldn't be like, it wouldn't turn me on. No.
So you don't think you could ever see your significant other wearing some form of mask or outfit as he does it to you?
Fuck no. A mask?
Jason Voorhees.
No mask.
He's killing the pussy. Oh man, I might have to try that one out. That one came out pretty good there. I don't know.
I don't know. Mask. Maybe if you're in a party and you both are wearing a mask and then you hop in the bathroom and it happened that way, yes.
Okay.
But like to actually do it, I don't know. I haven't personally experienced that. I think I'll be like creeped out. I'm like, what the fuck?
I think once again, if you look at those people who like that and they do go that route, I knew somebody who did with his wife, and it was a good thing for them. It was healthy for them.
Yeah.
But then when you do the research behind how they were, their upbringing and everything, heavy into metal back in the days, heavy into the face painting, heavy into you got to put these crazy outfits on before you go to this concert or whatever.
I think it's
so it already influenced them that they like that type of stuff, getting into this, when I go to the concert or when I go to this I don't want to say club. I don't know when you go to a rock joint, it's a club, but whatever. So they're a little bit more into it. So I don't know. I think there's always a little background to why people are the way they are, and most of us never get to hear it.
But this is why the question game is so important. Right. You need to do the question game, the reverse psychology prior to hitting that.
I agree.
Open your eyes.
Maybe you don't have to do the reverse psychology, but yeah, I agree, because most guys aren't going to come with it and they're not going to say all that truthful shit. Now, I also think there's a lot of people who try to do shit just to try it, just to test it.
Yeah, but you talk about it. You don't just show up with a freaking latex bodysuit and a mask and be like,
let's
let
rub
me
one
be
out.
your daddy.
Okay.
No.
So you said that word. Now, you're with
Somebody,
this guy, right? You start calling him some cute name. Well, I would assume, aside from baby, babe, whatever, I don't know. Do you do daddy or papi?
If I'm in bed, yes.
Which one?
But
when you say you're in bed, you're talking about going to sleep or you're talking about having sex?
Having sex, yeah.
So you would call him daddy or papi?
I think both. Have I said both?
Hmm.
Probably. I like to speak both.
And in both languages.
Both languages, yes.
That.
I do Spanish and
yeah, you guys listening, if you haven't heard Anna speak Spanish, go follow her, obviously, first of all, and then just look at her storylines. You'll never hear her talk barely on your feeds, but on her storylines, she's always talking, and she almost always translates in Spanish. Almost. Her Spanish is immaculate. It's really good. I told you that in the past. You speak really, really good Spanish.
So I do both.
Yeah. I know that guys have I definitely want to do a poll for some of these questions, and I want to see what the fella's like. I get a little, I don't know, weird and somewhat on the fence when it comes to the papi and daddy talk.
Why?
I'd rather you call me just about anything else but that, man. Dead ass serious, yeah.
Why? Oh, childhood.
Well, no, it's real simple. Who's fucking Poppy and who's daddy? One person. That's it. One fucking person. That's your daddy. That's your dad.
No, but I don't have a dad.
That's your what?
Hey.
So you see what that does?
Yeah, daddy issues type of
Right.
thing. Yeah, but
So
I don't think about it like that. Like in Spanish, when you say mamacita, you don't mean like your mom. You know, like you're not gonna call your mom, hey mamacita. Like no.
Right.
When you say papi, like it's the way you say it. I mean, you're not gonna like it's the way you say things.
obviously you can
Trust
see.
me,
You
if
can
you're
say
in
that.
bed with somebody like, oh papi, and you're like, okay, you're not gonna be like, who? I'm not your daddy.
Listen, I get that. And I want it.
Exactly.
I would make it known. If we were on a date, I would make it known. You would already know, hey, that's not something that's my favorite cup of tea.
Okay.
But
yeah.
that doesn't mean that when you say it during sex, it's going to bother me like that, throw me off. No. Especially if you reserve it for sex. If you reserve it for those intimate moments. And then, of course, that tone of voice comes with it. Okay, yeah, everything's enhanced and you'll never. But daily basis, chilling,
No.
Bobby, can you get me, or, hey, daddy, can we go to the mall? Get the fuck out of here. That's no, man. I'm not your daddy on that tip.
Yeah,
like,
but
no,
I
it doesn't
think
come.
that's like culture-wise because
Yes.
I don't think my country we say that.
I think people force it, thinking there's some
Yeah.
cool shit to
No,
say.
no, we say mi amor.
That's different. We're used to hearing that from our
Yeah.
parents and our loved ones.
Yeah.
We say that a lot. And I've been told that in the past that, it's going to be hard for me to get over you saying love so much when you talk to different females,
Yes.
especially when it comes to clients and whatnot. And I was
We
like,
say amor, amor, corazón. Like we say that a lot. It's just like, I don't know. I don't say papi. Like daddy. No, fuck no. I never call anybody daddy. Shit.
I know. Well, I mean, there's guys who like to hear it.
I know.
Especially the dudes who are not Hispanic. They love to hear papi. They love it. They love it.
Yes.
Ooh, speak Spanish to me. Ooh, you so dirty. I don't know,
I don't know what you're saying, but it sounds dirty.
Yeah, exactly. I know you just called me that.
Hijo de puta.
Yeah. Manda, pinga. Sapingo que tú eres.
You start talking shit, like, oh my God, you're so sexy. That's so fucked up.
It's true. I'll tell you what, though, I will be honest. I have a very special, for accents. No homo, even a guy. I just think accents are so fucking cool.
Really?
But when a girl has an accent, oh man, that's an extra. That's it. You just went from a 6 to a 6.5, just like that.
So wait, do guys have bucket lists? I'm sure they do. Like, when you ask a woman, like, oh, what's your type? And they pull out this freaking list. I think that's a little much. Do guys have things that are like, okay, this is like check, 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 or no, you just go with the flow?
You elaborate on that. Do you mean when it comes to females, you think talking about something sexual? What do you mean?
No, like
because a
when
bucket list, a bucket list.
Yeah, like meaning like when you meet somebody and you want either a relationship with them or this is just a fuck buddy. Like, what's a category for each? Like, what's like the checklist for the girlfriend type and the fuck buddy type?
I think that the majority of guys, I'm gonna speak for the men, right? I think for the majority of guys, they get caught up. And I think that they actually, unless it's just really out there exposed, and I don't want to say the type of person that is, like some ratchet person or something like that. I don't want to say that. But if it's just like an obvious hookup, an obvious, like we don't even got to talk about it. We just know there's an attraction here and we're going to let it happen when it happens. And there's not a whole lot of talking that has to happen about what we are next. Unless it's that, I think that most guys start hooking up, not wanting to make it more than that because the girl isn't what they want completely. The total package, that doesn't mean a dime. I'm just saying the total package of what they're looking for. Yeah. But they get in this quick comfort zone, most guys, of several things. The nurturing of a female that has that weird connection to a mother, a good mother, whether you had it or you yearn it because you didn't have it. The easy access of having a significant other beside you for whatever it is, the massages, the lonely nights, the sex, if they cook, whatever it is. So they get caught up in that, and now they let this, what should have just been a fling, they kind of mislead, I'm saying that loosely, they kind of mislead these girls into thinking it's going to be more. Yeah. And both people are at fault. The girl, she should have reestablished. She should, hey, where's this going? But I think the guy's allowed to happen, thinking, she already knows we're just a hooker. That's how it started, and they don't like to retouch those bases because they don't want to fuck this up.
Yeah.
We know, we say it all the time. We talk about it amongst ourselves. You guys know it. You said it as a female about females.
Yeah.
You guys are an emotional mess.
Yeah.
And the attachments come quick, especially when there's sex involved. And the attachments come even quicker if the guy is a halfway decent guy and he treats you decently.
Yeah.
He's not showing you that it's just sex. Hey, you got to go. You can't stay here. If you have breakfast in the morning, if you do something else that's not just somewhat booty callish, things of that nature. So the girls let it become more, knowing that it's not a secure more. The guys allow it because they don't want to mess it up because they've been spoiled. And then what fucks it up is either or. Either something comes along and tempts that guy, and now he realizes, oh shit, it's time for me to get something else. Fuck, I took this too far. This is going to be hurtful, even though we're not really something. Or the girl pushes too hard, like, okay, enough is enough of this 2 or 3 month bullshit. We're not just fucking around no more. We're literally, almost acting like a couple. Yeah. But I want to know for sure before some chick comes and pulls you away from me. And then the guy, succumbs to that pressure and says either or, nah, I'm going to bounce, or yeah, fine, let's do it. But he was never all in, and that thing is ruined.
Yeah.
That thing is ruined.
So both people need to be straightforward.
100%. I mean,
Completely.
Isn't that it? It's so cliche, but it's probably the most effective thing in this world. Transparency, brutal honesty.
It is.
Let it all out. I don't care if you want to reserve 5%, go ahead, but you shouldn't hold back more than that. No. Let it all out. Especially when you get to a certain age. I mean, you should do it all the time, but especially when you get to a certain age. Because like you said earlier, we don't want to waste our time. No. You're a busy motherfucker. I'm a busy motherfucker. We're way more mature than that, but we're okay. I don't want to speak for you, but we're okay if it's a thing.
Yeah.
But we want to know it's a thing.
Yeah.
So because we control our emotions.
Exactly.
We know not to give too much, not get too attached, whatever it is. We're taking it for what it is.
You already know what it is.
Yeah.
Exactly. You don't play a movie in your head.
This dating game scene is crazy. It's really messed up. It's really weird. I think that the men turn you guys into animals because we did you so dirty for so long.
We're savages.
Now you guys are getting us before we get you. It just, for real, it's true.
I know.
And then those who aren't involved in something, like, a bunch of single people might have a little something on the side, but really just single people, they don't even give a genuine attempt to anything that might be
something.
Yeah, it might be something. They immediately step into it thinking all kind of negative things.
Yes.
Anna, you too pretty, girl. I see you all over the fucking internet. Why would I even give you a genuine attempt when I know some guy with more money, more ripped abs, in a brickle, penthouse, he's gonna pull you from me. I might have you for the next 4 or 5 months, but he's gonna pull you from me. Nah, that's too much. So now I don't give you the all me. I don't give you that loving, caring. Let me go the extra mile. Let me text her in the morning. Good morning, beautiful. I'm not gonna do all that because I'm gonna play myself.
Exactly.
And then the women would do, but the women do the same thing with the guys.
This is terrible.
It is
terrible. It doesn't matter where. I mean, just own up to it. Be yourself. Give it a shot. I mean, if it's truly what you want. Now, and this comes and you can read, I can read people pretty well. If I'm into you, I'll give you a shot. I'll give you the benefit of the doubt because I don't trust easily, right? So, I'll be giving in a little bit. If you mess up, if there's a lie for no reason, there's really no reason to lie. Just be completely honest. And I catch you on one and you look at me straight in the face and you're lying to me and I know you're lying, you won't hear from me ever. That's a wrap. It's not. And then if you give in 1 week you're 200% and then the next week you're 50% and then you back and you're not consistent, bye. I don't even need to explain myself. It's bye. It's not it's not worth it, right? So nowadays it's really that people don't want to actually invest time in anybody, right?
I think it also, once again, I think social media helps for the wrong. It helps people not want to give a better attempt, a better approach, a better whatever it is, methodology, to bring about something positive with somebody else because they can get all the likes they want because they get DM'd all the time.
Yeah, but that's not the point. It's so sad because now I'm in that world, right? I didn't understand that. And dating when you're in I'm not even big, right? But when you have a certain amount of following, I think it's harder for you to date because people are so insecure. Extremely insecure.
Big
right?
time.
So it makes everything just 10 times harder because now they're checking your comments. Now they're like, who's messaging you? Who DM you? Why did you post that? So I don't have time for that. From the start, and this is when I'm straightforward. I'm like, this is my work. This is what you met me like this. This is what I do. It can't be an issue. If it's an issue and it's something that you can't see yourself take, then let's not. And like that's right now where I'm at right now, that if you don't understand what I'm doing or what I do, then there's no point. Because people, it's like your job. Like you can't prevent people from commenting or sending you DMs. But if you have a very strong relationship, you don't have anything to worry about. If you're transparent with each other, you have nothing to worry about.
If you were going to give somebody a chance, does your schedule allow you to reach the peaks that you want in your career? And obviously your career, which I do want to touch bases on that later on, definitely before we finish the podcast, I want to talk to you about something a little bit different than where you're going. But does your career and your path of work, does it allow you to spend enough time with somebody?
Yeah.
Yeah? You're not that busy?
No. Okay. The reason why I stay busy is because I have free time, right? If I want something or someone, I'm going to invest my time in them. So I'll space myself out to spend time with that person. Now that person needs to understand, like, time is valuable and people don't realize that. If you invest time in me, I'm going to invest the right time with you. Like, I'll switch my schedule. I'll work nights. Like, it doesn't matter because I'm capable of working my own schedule. So if I have time for that, I have time for anything. It's just how you manage your time.
So as dope as I'm sure you think you are.
Oh, my God. Tell me.
What would you say the common denominator is for what's wrong with Anna? Why is it hard to be with Anna? Why doesn't this beautiful, successful entrepreneur, fitness model, why can't, and I don't want to say you hold down a guy, but why is it not there? We don't have to get too private into your last relationship, but like, why did the last one fail in short? Or out of your last 3 relationships or so, or dates that you dated somebody for a little bit, what was the common, like, hey man, you're a bomb package, but this here, I can't deal with that.
Yeah. So big part is insecurity. Men are very insecure around me, which means with the amount of attention that I get, with how independent I am, even though I'm very straightforward, I got nothing to hide. I have nothing to lie because it takes more effort to lie. It takes more effort, and I don't have time for that. So it's down to the point that they try to change me, control me, change what I like doing, change my career, or overall have an issue with everything, right? So at first you're fine, and then you just want to control me. Nobody can control me. That's the thing. Like,
you think the majority of guys in the long run, eventually, they all want that? They want to be the one in control?
Hopefully not. I mean, hopefully there's somebody that has their shit together, because that's part of insecurity. Oh, maybe you make more money than me, so you need to tone it down a little bit. No, I mean, a partnership is a partnership. It's irrelevant. Like, I've dated people that are billionaires. I've dated people that don't make it. Like, it doesn't matter what you make. It matters what you bring to the relationship. That's it. Be a partner. Be supportive. Be honest. Respectful. And that's it. Have something going for yourself, right? I love a man that has ambition. I love a guy that has goals. And that you could be a partner. Like, we can make an empire. Like, this is not a competition, right? This is something that we can build together. I'm a hustler. As I've been working since I was 14. It's the only thing I know how to do best. And whenever I do it with all love and passion. And that's why even my past business, which was hair and makeup, I will put in the time that was needed for me to be successful. But at the time, if I had a partner, obviously I wouldn't work as much to give that person attention, which is fine. Same goes now. Like, I just need a partner that's supportive. Ideal right now, where I'm at in life, I would love to have a partner that can also build a business with me. So if we're in the same field, if we're into health and fitness and coaching and all that, like,
totally agree with that.
That's awesome, because when you don't find somebody that's into the same things, they don't have to do the same thing you do. But if they're not into the same things, kind of like that makes a big part of your life, it's not going to work.
I agree.
Because they will never understand why you put the time and effort for it, right? So that's number one. I mean, to me, that's really what matters. Bring something to the table. Be honest. Because, again, nowadays, that's something that you have to say. Like, just be honest, right? I'd rather you tell me you're fucking around than me finding out, right? So just a partner. That's it. It's very simple to say, but it's very hard to find. Right? And I'm not a person that's going to be like, I'm going to look for it. No, I don't look for anything. If it hops in my plate, great. I'll give it a chance. And if it doesn't work out, great too. Move on.
Are you comfortable with, hey, I'm in no hurry right now at this point in my life, this point in my career, this where I'm at right now. Are you comfortable enough with not having to even ponder using any kind of website or anything of that nature? No. Is that something that you would never do to filter out some of the bullshit and give you a better chance? Or you rather it just happens naturally?
Yeah, I mean, and I've had many clients. Like, I've known so many women that have great results on dating apps and all that. For me, I wouldn't want to meet somebody through a dating app. I don't know. I don't know. I would never say never. But is it something that I ever thought of? No. Because I'm the type of person, if I'm going to meet him, I'm going to meet him anywhere. Could be Instagram, could be in the supermarket, could be in the gym, but it's whatever God wants. Like, I don't, that's, again, time consuming. Like, I have to plan my dates. Like, I hate dating. I really do hate dating.
Well, there went that guy. I just told guys to have a chance with the fucking profile pic and everything else, and now you're telling them you hate dating.
No, but I'll make it happen. But that's apps. You have to like constantly like it's like a job. No. These girls go to dates every single night. No, I don't have to. No.
I mean,
that's something like they're looking, like they're going out their way to look for it. I don't do that.
I used to. When I hear guys, I haven't heard it in a while, but when I was working at the UFC gym and talking to some of the younger fellas who were single and whatnot, when they would talk about balancing like 2 girls at one time or whatever, some even 3, but I say that loosely, however they were balancing. I don't know how often they were seeing, but they were not boasting about it, but they were talking about how they love to do that shit and so on and so forth. And I'm like, that's only because you're not responsible enough right now.
Yeah.
And they're like, well, what do you mean? I don't disrespect them. I'm like, no. If you were more on your shit with life.
Yep.
If you were more on your shit with life, whether it's saving, paying bills, eating right, training, spending time with family, all those things that are key, those top 10 things that should be done, established, or aimed for, you wouldn't entertain.
More than one.
It's a
lot of work.
It's way too much work. Way too much work.
Even if it's just sex, it's a lot of work.
Still, as well.
It's a lot of work. So for that, no. If you don't have, that's where it tells you, like, you don't have your shit together. And I don't go out there looking for it. I think if it happens, great. I mean, this is the reason why I think this way is because I'm okay being alone. Like, I absolutely love being alone. I'm happy within. I don't feel like I need somebody to be happy. I don't feel like I need anybody, actually.
All right, well, I'm going to go in. How many toys you got?
I like 7.
Jeez Louise. From maybe not from your exact girlfriends, but from girls that you've known, friends, clients, because you get so close to them as well. How many toys does the average girl have?
Probably 1, 2.
Damn. And is that because you don't think they're comfortable enough with exploring more, or they just...
No, it's just something new always comes out. Why not try it? It sounds so bad.
I'm going to have to look up what are the newest toys.
Oh, it looks like a little penguin, the newest one, but it sucks. It just it looks like this. I haven't gotten that one because it was sold out.
Damn. Well, it's COVID. I mean, people at home.
I know.
Everybody's got to get it somehow.
It's better than sleeping around, I'll tell you that. And less work, less effort. Listen, and that's, I guess, I was talking to my mom also. My mom's like my best friend, right? Yeah, I even gave her a lesson of toys. It was hilarious. Every woman needs to know.
What's up, folks? Thank you for tuning in to another episode of the Black Sheep Perspective, Season 2. If this happens to be your first time watching or listening, please take a quick second to hit that subscribe button and tap that notification bell so that you don't miss another episode. Once again, thank you everyone out there for all the support. So you say you got your mom into, I don't want to say into, but you were teaching her, showing her
toys,
about toys and stuff
Even
like
my
that.
family would get on a Skype call and to make it fun, like in quarantine, get your head out of what's happening.
What would be some advice that you would give younger females from 23 on up? I hope you don't have to give any advice to a woman who's already, you know, at least 32. Yeah, you probably do. But what advice would you give these younger girls in regards to their sexuality, in regards to, you know, finding themselves a little bit more, be more willing to do certain things? What would you tell them?
Well, I definitely embrace toys because, again, you don't want to be sleeping around. You catch something, it's not good for you. Emotionally, it's not good for you at all. So might as well find what you like, right? If you're single, explore the toys, get to know yourself, get to know your body, and then you can actually settle down. And when you're settling down with a guy, it doesn't have to be because, oh my God, he's hot, I just want to do him. No.
So in other words, the more comfortable you are with satisfying yourself, knowing yourself and satisfying yourself, the less inclined you'll be into entertaining
other men. For sure.
Waste of time, douchebag, you know,
100%.
certain sex experiences, whatever. Okay.
Like I get this a lot. Oh, you're so beautiful. Why are you single? Obviously because I haven't found the one that I want to settle with. And B is like, what's wrong with being single? Some people just enjoy being single, right? So just be happy within. Find what truly is pleasing to you in every way, not only sexually, but in every way. And whoever comes along, trust me, it'll be the best partnership ever.
Yeah, they'll compliment that.
Yes.
They'll compliment that.
Because then you know what? We're not going to, this is not going anywhere, or could be something, or I can give it a shot or not. You're not just thinking of like, I guess women in general kind of like, they see something good. And they're like, okay, it's a movie. I'm going to marry this guy. This is a person. No.
Right.
No.
It takes a lifetime of, and watch this, key word. It takes a lifetime of experiences with someone to really get to know them. Because
for sure.
you could be with somebody or be best friends with somebody, or they're your lover, whatever it is, for 20 years. 20 years. But if you didn't experience certain things, you won't know how that person's going to react until that experience is there. Whether it's temptation, financial woes, just you can go down the list. How is this significant other with me when we're going through rough times? When there's a butt naked person in front of them and I wasn't around to check him, whatever it is. So there's a lot of things that need to happen in order to get to know someone. So they definitely shouldn't jump into things so early, like what you were mentioning. And I agree with that. I totally agree with that. I'll tell you what, when people have asked me, I think I'm a decent looking guy, but I'm not going to say I'm the best looking guy, but I think I'm a decent looking guy. But I think I'm an amazing total package when it comes to everything else past my looks. That I sound conceited with, and I do. I will never sound conceited with my looks. You might see me however you see me. I know I take care of myself physically, and I'm in pretty good shape, but that part is on you in regards to the physical appearance. The package, everything else, I'm a cocky motherfucker.
I like it.
I'm very, very confident in what I bring to the table on so many levels. And that to me, when people ask, why, you're such a, dog, you the total package, you this, you that, how come you don't got it, girl? My answer is because I'm very picky. That's what I like to say. I like to say I'm very picky. That kind of handles the whole thing without having to go too deep into it. It all depends on the conversation you're having. But I think that's a good way of rounding it off. I am picky. Picky how? My bar is high. How's it high? Certain things that need to be there. There's a, when you had asked about the bucket list thing, I didn't know if you were kind of referring to a checklist of if a guy wants to wife a girl, what are the main things on a guy's checklist? Everybody has their checklist. I know I got mine. If you don't have one, you're a fool. You should have a to-do list for every day. You should have something on. You should have a squeegee board. What's it called? Dry eraser board somewhere where you can always write down what the goals are. What are you doing today? What are you trying to reach? You should. And the same thing applies for this list of finding a significant other. And man, my bar is high. My bar is high, and it's not the highest on the looks, but it's somewhere there in regards to certain looks, a certain level of fitness. You have to be into a certain level of fitness. You have to. To me, they don't have to be as what I think. If we flip the coin, they don't have to be bodybuilders or anything like that. If I saw, all right, She can definitely tighten up. I definitely prefer her more ripped. I would like to see some abs on her, but if she doesn't have it, I'm still cool with that. It won't fuck with me like that because I do love Latin women.
Yeah.
But you're not gonna look like, okay, you look good now, but you're 5 years and 3 empanadas away from fucking because I'm gonna continue looking like this. You can't tell me differently. You can't. I'm not carrying around a bunch of crazy muscle mass.
Yeah.
I'm not. This is what I live. This is what I love: fitness and mixed martial arts. So if you don't show those signs, I probably won't entertain it. I just won't.
Yeah. And
then it goes right back to that. We didn't even have this first date. Do I even waste my time with the first date? You know, when I saw this and I got that from this person and whatever.
So I guess I'm picky too. I should say that. I'm picky.
I didn't want to put that word in your mouth, you know, but yeah, I think you would be in that category. Yeah. I don't think there's anything wrong with that.
I don't have a bucket list like for say a half
check off list.
Yes. But it's not long. It's like the basics, like have a job.
No, it's not the basics. It's not the basics. That appearance is big. You gotta say that.
It's like everybody, like, guys, please don't look for a sugar mama. If you do, then I don't know what to tell you.
I've never had a sugar mama. I always thought that'd be fun to have one. That'd be kind of, you know, shit. I mean, but
if she's like 30 years older than you.
No, but I say sugar mama thinking that she still looks good. She's just older and she got a lot of money and she makes it rain on me.
Make it rain and she is 20 years older than you or 30 years older than you.
I don't care if she still looks good I don't mind. If you want to just make it rain on me because you got money like that. Yes. Oh, that's cool. But I think the sugar mama thing or sugar daddy thing
sugar daddy is a daddy.
Yeah.
So it could be a grandparent.
Okay.
It could be an old.
When somebody got a sugar mama or a sugar daddy, and anybody out there listening, please leave a comment. Let me know, DM us, whatever. I think that refers to more so of anything that I am accepting a version of you that I normally would never accept. I would never date or be intimate or anything with somebody like you. But because you're throwing all this money at me, yes, I'm willing to overlook all that.
Yes.
That's where it becomes sugar mama, sugar daddy.
Yes.
So,
but it's very common that's a either older guy or older woman. It's rare to find a young couple, right?
Right.
So it's much older than you. Somebody that's very wealthy and they get everything because of money, right? So if you get a lady that's like 70, she loves you. She wants you to be a sugar baby. What will you do?
It's not happening.
I will give you $50K a month.
Check this out. This is hilarious. Oh my God, right on cue. I hope he doesn't hate me for saying this, but my dude Chris, you know who Chris is because I told you he was a fan of yours. I told you that, you know, on our group text, he'll send me a picture that you just posted on Instagram.
And you're putting him on blast.
Yeah. That's my dog. He's shot out. I can't wait one day when he's ready to have him on the podcast because there's so much we can talk about. But you know, he'll send a picture of you. He'll screenshot a picture and say, but he'll almost attack me. I can't believe you're not trying to holler at her, dog. What's wrong with you? Or they'll say something else like, you know, damn, she's got some nice abs. Whatever. Never something disgusting, nothing like that.
Yeah.
Anyhow, what the hell was I saying that for? Right before that.
The sugar baby.
Yeah, but no, something different like that. Man, I lost. So he mentioned, I woke up this morning when I was getting ready to post something on Instagram. I saw that he had posted something on his story. And he was up very early, but that's because he's working all night. That's all it is. And I say he puts something like, damn it, Ozarks, why are you doing this to me? He's talking about the Ozarks, the show, the TV show on Netflix. Amazing show. Three seasons. Fucking awesome. And the third season, I told him, I forced him to get into it, and now he's loving it. The third season, sorry if I'm messing it up for anybody listening, this young son, like this young dude, he's like a trailer park trash, you know, white boy who was kind of like involved in some of the dirt going on in this place. He gets swindled into sleeping with this grandma of a woman who she's the sugar mama, but she's more than that. She's like gangster sugar mama. And she's mafioso sugar mama.
Oh, nice.
But she's so disgusting looking. Oh my God. The face is so fucking viejona, bro. Just skin and they did such a good job of it looking so real. Like he was really doing this vieja, bro. And Chris he put nothing but vomiting, you know, emojis.
Yeah.
And I just happen to think about that right now when you said, you know,
there is cases.
I thought about that and no. Like
sugar babies.
It's not Not gonna happen.
Okay, what's up with like? We've been talking forever.
Yeah, I knew it.
What's up with guys sending dick pics? What goes through guys' mind when you send a dick pic?
I can't speak for guys do that. The only time I've done that was when someone asked for it in some type of way, and that's only been a very few times,
What do
and
you
it's only been.
expect? Like, I get it if somebody asks, but it's like, I don't understand. It's like, oh, today it looks really nice. Just take a selfie on my dick. Oh, this is a good angle. She's looking pretty thick. Oh.
You know what? I think guys, I think it's probably a two-way street where they think and hope that it's going to impress the girl to some extent, and that might get her to bite on to the bait, no pun intended, or they feel like this is their going away present. They're going to swing at this, at this ball one last time, and this is how they're going to go out in some very manly way of like, well, fuck it, I'm just going to send her a dick pic and see if this works. I don't know.
I don't fucking know. I don't understand. And we get all women, so many, right? And I'm like, I always ask myself.
Just randomly DM dick pics.
Oh, my God. Blocked. And then, all right. So, for example, you're a guy that's trying to get my attention, right? And you're like messaging me, whatever. I'm not really messaging back. You're a really good looking guy. Everything seems to be aligned. Like, you have your business. You're good looking, like way too good looking, right? Anyways, I'm not putting much time because it's irrelevant when the person doesn't even live here, right? Everything's fine. It was never a conversation of relationship. Like, it's a flirting back and forth, but it's never like, we never step into that. Okay, do I like you or
right.
This could be something. All of a sudden,
dick pic.
Why?
Damn. You didn't send them. I'm really asking this.
I swear, yeah.
You didn't send him a bikini shot.
Nothing. It was just good morning, thinking of you, boom. At that point, all the respect I had for you went down the freaking toilet. It's just like, that's it.
Well,
you're just one out of, you're like 99% of the population right now.
I'm going to jump the gun and say that guy already got somebody on the side of some sort.
Yeah.
He knew that this could easily end horribly and lose you. Mm-hmm. But if it does work, it's going to bring it's going to bring the little freak out of you, and it's going to be like, oh, we're going there, and you're going to act a certain way like, whoa, check these nipples out. I don't know. or you're going to block him off. So that was him saying, hey, man, I got a chick.
Don't read me. Like, if you can read a person, like, how ballsy. I'm sorry. That's like a very ballsy move. Like, what do you expect? Like, I'm very transparent. I'm very blunt with shit, and I come out very strong. And all of a sudden, it's like, really? I don't understand if somebody's like, I won't understand if there was any sign.
Right.
It was maybe a picture of my leg. I don't fucking know. Like, any picture of me, a selfie, I've yet to send you shit. Like, nothing. I'm like, where does this come from?
Oh, man. Yeah, I'm gonna
bad.
I think it's somewhere around what I said.
So bad. And the other day I was reading an article. This is an amazing subject for all the ladies listening. It's like, how I know when a guy's not into me, right? Do you guys know when a girl's not into you, right? And what is it that you do? You just let it be, or you keep pushing?
I'm horrible with that. I am so quick to snip.
Yeah, me too.
Well, once again, I love my dudes, the very few that are close to me, who listen, who hear about anything that I might attempt with somebody. Yeah. And they all tell me the same shit. I literally got to show them the phone. I got to show them the phone and be like, dude, it's not me. Look, I fucking did my part. Yeah. Look, there goes the daily text of like, and I'm not being aggressive and I'm not being super passive. I'm igniting something. Took 3 hours for this bitch to write back. That's already a sign, man. I'm not going to chase her down. So once she responded, I responded again. Now she doesn't respond for another day. No, man. I'm not going to follow up. Something's up there. I'm okay with that. I'm so quick where I'm so confident in who I am and where I'm going. Yeah. And I know it doesn't matter if I go through ups and downs with a future somebody, but I know I'm going to find me a bomb one in due time. Yeah. But I'm mad focused right here. So it's so easy for me to just be like, yo, fuck that.
Yeah.
That it? No,
but it's funny you said that because they also said when a guy a man does not chase love. They chase lust. right? It's a lust. It's like they're amazed by you, your body, or they just want to prove a point, or it's like a game. That's the guy that's going to chase you, right? A real man that knows what they want, if they don't get the same, I guess, response or signal back, they just stop. They don't chase because they know what they want and they want love, right? They want a partnership. But if somebody's chasing the woman or vice versa, it's because they're chasing the lust. They're amazed by you.
Did you read that? Is that something you read or something in the neighborhood?
Yeah, and I saw it in a video.
Okay, I agree with that to a good extent. I definitely do. It makes a lot of sense. But I'm gonna pull back a little bit and say, well, what if again, because we're here. What if I'm using me as an example with you, and what if you just feel minus the fact that I'm not the bodybuilder looking whatever that you might want, but if I was all that appearance wise, what if I just felt like, man, this girl's just kind of brushing me off in a nice way because she doesn't know how bomb I am of a man. I'm not the bodybuilder that she wants, but if I can just get that one date, if I can get that one date, that's all. If I can get that one date and she can really hear me talk in person, I can make her laugh and I can tell her a whole lot more about myself. Maybe show her my crib so she can see that I'm clean, I'm organized, all this other stuff that you would never see past the pictures of me in my Instagram or a FaceTime. So then that guy, if he has it in him, might be more aggressive.
But yeah,
and it was never a
really,
sexual part.
That's not really chasing.
What?
So, for example,
he could have easily. Well, I could have just said, "Fuck that! I'm not gonna try with Anna."
That's trying. Chasing is like somebody like you went out with or had a couple of drinks, whatever.
Okay.
And she's not getting back to you, and you keep going. Look, let's go. Let's meet. Like after that.
Oh God, no, I couldn't.
That's like chasing the woman, or a woman waits for. Like this is a girl's mentality. He needs to chase me. Not really. Like if you're both are into each other, that's it. It is what it is. Don't chase anybody. Dig it. Great. If you're not into him, then that's it. You don't need to wait for a guy to chase you.
Do you feel like once you're in a relationship of some sort, however young it might be, 3 months in, 6 months in, whatever it is, do you feel like things, for the most part, should just work? They should just harmonize. That doesn't mean you don't have hiccups or certain, I like to say debates. I don't want to say arguments. That argument's a loose term. Argument can be highly fucked argument or a little one, debates, exchange of whatever, differences. Aside from that, obviously common ground that you expect to have in any relationship, do you think that it should just work and flow to a great extent, and when it doesn't, there's a reason for it and you should probably pull out?
It's a tricky one.
Because it's almost in correlation with the time span of you. Now, if you know a guy doesn't like you, you just walk away. You don't put enough effort into it. Well, now extend that into you're with this person for 3 to 6 months. You know they like you and all this, but now things take a turn.
You just communicate what's going on.
Okay. So if a guy starts showing different signs of like, all right, I'm not digging this. This wasn't happening in the first 6 months. Do you know when to pull out?
Yeah.
You do?
Yeah.
So
I'm like, hey, what's going on? If they're like, nothing, I'm like, all right, cool. Let's just leave this as it is. Because if you don't want to talk about it or tell me, because clearly something's wrong, right? If you don't want to talk about it or tell me what it is, then it's not worth it. If it's not worth it to you, why is it worth it to me? Do I need to sit here and take this difference that you've made in this turn that you made? And no, I don't have to sit here.
You think it's pretty accurate or maybe safe to say that when you smell some type of bullshit in the air, 9 times out of 10 it is?
Yeah.
So whatever the bullshit might be, this isn't working out the way I want to. This is not. I feel like somebody else is in the picture. I don't think he digs me the way he used to because he's not showing a certain amount. You think those signs, if you see those signs, hit it and run.
I definitely do.
I mean, obviously address it once. I don't know, but
I address it. I try to ask, but I don't know. Lately, I've been like, you know what? It's all good. Bye. Like, I don't even give it time. Like, it might be bad because I don't give it effort. I'm like, I see something I didn't like. I'm like, nah, bye. And that's wrong. That's not right. I'm acknowledging. I mean,
I vibe with it. I do the same thing.
I do. It's like, or like, why are you not putting as much effort now? Why are you getting comfortable? Like, I don't like that word. Like, don't get comfortable.
I think those are horrible signs at an early stage.
Yes. If
We're,
you
we're
get
not we're not
lazy,
even into
comfortable, no.
And I believe you said in the past you want to have kids, right?
Yeah.
So everything is put on its ass once the fucking kid game comes into effect.
Oh, for sure.
So if you have this person and they're already showing some type of signs of complacency or not trying extra or taking care of themselves a little bit more, hey man, I know I'm digging you. I told you I love you that one time, but why you start going to the gym? When you have a kid, everything changes.
Yeah, everything. So, I mean, I do and I don't. And if it happens, great. If it doesn't, too, I mean, it's fine. It's not something I'm like, oh my God, if I don't have kids, it's gonna.
You don't overthink that.
No, not at all. Not even marriage. I've been married and divorced. It's like I don't even know if I want to get married.
I forgot that you were married and divorced. Yeah, that's right.
I've been around the block.
You say that loosely, but nah, not really, not like that.
No, and I get pickier with the years, and now I'm like I'm very selective on who I give my time because I feel like, yes, time is valuable, but I want to put it in something that I'm aiming for. I have an ultimate goal with my business, and it's like, are you worth it or not? If you're not, then bye. That's it. Very simple. If you do, like nowadays, I will be before more forgiving of like, okay, if you do this, I didn't like it, it's okay. I'll give you another shot. Now it's like I double think giving people a second chance, which is bad.
You speak about where you're going in the future. You know that you see bigger things. You have projects in the making.
Yes.
We spoke about it off camera some. Not that you wouldn't tell us. I'm not asking for crazy details, but take us a little bit into what you expect to be doing in the next, I don't know, safely, let's say a year to 3 years.
Okay.
Because you're not just all fitness.
No.
You're a fitness model and you compete and you want to try to compete again. I'm sure you'll do it
Yes.
several more times. I don't know. We'll see. But aside from that, you have a great business going on online. You have your personal training that you do with your clients. What do you plan to flirt with in the future?
Eventually, I don't want to do any one-on-ones. I just want to do everything online. That's what I'm aiming for. I'm hiring people under me to continue that because if it's personalized, like I said, I can't really take care of that many people. So I hire people under me, create more of a business, a bigger business as far as the training, giving other coaches chances as well. Branding myself, like my name is my brand. So coming up with different products. I can't say really what it is, but that's already in the making.
An eighth toy?
Yeah, we sell a lot of them. Trust me, I look into that business. They make really, really crazy money.
I didn't tell you, but I had this porn star here like a week ago, I believe. And Angelina, shout out to Angelina Castro. She brought her products, and I didn't know that like legit, her products. And this is Intimate Wash, organic cast out soap, sensitive areas, foaming gentle, with her name on it and everything.
Everything.
She went all out, and she has some other stuff. And but she's been in the game for a minute. I think now she's seen herself go away from the actual videos and the actual, sexual acts, and going more into production of different things. I think that's dope that you're seeing yourself like that. Everybody, if you're somewhat of a business world, you should look at yourself as a brand.
Yes.
And see what levels you can take that to. It's likewise with the Black Sheep brand. But but that's dope. And I would imagine that out of these guys who barely have a chance after everything you've already said, I just see all these planes crashing, burning. If there's anyone left out there, I would assume you want them to be somewhere in that career zone where they're wanting to open up the business with you, go into that with you, like you said earlier. So
it's a partnership. Whether they do or they don't, it's okay. You don't have to open up a business with me. You just have to be supportive. That's it.
And you also got to understand the grind and hustle that comes behind it. So you're not gonna have the the ability to see your girl all the time and this and that, and Are you ñoña when you're with somebody?
That's like what? Como caring?
Like if it's just
sweet,
like if it's just you
needy?
and I, if it's you and I on the couch and we're about to watch a movie, do you turn into this? Oh baby, can you go get me some water? Even though you're not tired, you can get your ass up and get it yourself.
No.
It look like
so.
you kind of.
I mean, water it is, whatever it is. I don't think so.
You do a lot yourself. You're very do-it-yourself.
Yeah.
But, that might
Actually,
change when you're with...
I have to tone it down because some guys like to cater. They like to feel like, okay, I want to take care of you in this aspect, even if it's just getting water. So I've came to realize like little things like that. I have to be like, let me sit back and be like, hey, so I don't like asking. That's my problem. So I don't ask. I just do.
That's good then. That's a great quality.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's going to, in a good way, it's going to take a manly man with a whole lot of grounding to not get your attention, but to land you.
Yes.
I mean,
people can get attention.
Yeah, of course.
Just,
but what do you do with the attention?
Exactly.
It takes a minute to find out where they're really at because, you have a strong demeanor. And that can be very intimidating to a lot of people, especially if they're not hardcore into fitness. That's intimidating when you're so into fitness and someone's not, even if they might have to look for you somewhat, to a good extent. They might not be into that. Damn, I'm not fucking packing all my food and, doing everything that you do. I don't know if I can deal with that. So if I ask you to go to Flanagan's, you're going to bring a fucking bowl of carrots and fish with you?
Probably. No, we're not going to Flanagan's.
You're not going to Flanagan's?
No, I am. I'll go. I'll eat before, and then we'll go.
What about the guy who wants to have a couple drinks and all that? He's going to be a little...
No, if I'm not competing, I'm good with it. Like right now I'm aiming for a show in November. If that gets canceled because of COVID, then it's just December. So I'm prepping for that. When I prep for that, I seriously do not give much of my time because I'm training, eating, working, training, sleeping, eating, the same thing.
Yeah, it's 6 weeks, right? At least?
I'm doing 10 weeks.
10 weeks? Mm-hmm. So for 10 weeks, if you had another guy with you, he's got to put up with barely seeing you and all that stuff.
Yes.
Shit.
It's worth it, though. It's worth it.
I believe so. I believe so.
Anybody that is willing to do that for anyone, I'm not just saying for myself, it shows respect. It shows that you're worth it.
That's true.
Everybody has their own worth. And if somebody really wants to be with you, they'll put up with that.
But you're going to have to buy him a flashlight. You're going to have to buy him a flashlight. Like, if it's going to be that difficult to see you. It's funny, man. It's like, I'm good with maintaining all kind of disciplines on so many levels, controlling emotions, everything on so many levels, including sexually, right? So I can hold back and go some months, and it's happening right now. Mm-hmm. It is what it is because I'm preoccupied with this and that. But once I get activated, that's a motherfucker. Now it's different. Of
course. But who says that's gonna? No.
I don't know.
That takes a little bit of time. It's like a couple meals during the day, it's fine. It's a meal.
It's a meal.
That's so right. You take it during the day, great.
Disrespect. Call that shit a workout, not a meal. God damn.
It's not a meal.
I'd be like, babe, you gonna come get some cardio, woman. Come get some cardio, God damn it.
Weekends.
I thought we were role playing. Right? Come get some cardio. I'm your trainer. And give people your handles so they can follow you on Instagram and anything else that they can visit site-wise so they can start stalking the hell out of you because it's coming. God. No dick pics, guys.
Please don't.
Jesus Christ, don't do it.
Or you'll be blocked for sure. So you can find me on Anna Capozzoli.
Spell it for him, please.
Anna, A-N-A. Capozzoli, C-A-P-O-Z-Z-O-L-I. And that's with Facebook and Instagram.
Do you have a, what's it called, lending tree? No.
TikTok?
Link tree.
Link tree, yes. It's on my bio. Yeah.
I gotta get mine right. So, guys, you guys out there listening, man, listen, Anna is a hell of a fucking catch. I think everybody can tell. She's not only is she a beautiful girl, but she's got her shit together. And, hey, girls, I'm not saying y'all don't have your shit together, but be nice if you did. Anyways, give her a follow. Give her a paw. I told everybody I was single, motherfucker. I told you. And then give her a follow, guys. Make sure you support the movement, the Black Sheep movement. Get ready for my new podcast series coming out. The Go Ahead and Ask series. I'll be reaching out to everybody about the vlog. Guys, take care of yourself out there. Be safe. Love and peace.
Thank you.